What's happening, y'all? This is E motherfucking 40, and you're listening to Behind the Baller with my boy Ben Baller. Bitch!
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Baller. This is actually episode 8. We are still charting, and you are still hating. I am your host, the Korean John Cusack, the Forrest Gump of hip-hop, the Burger King burger flipper, from minimum wage to 30 mil. Don't let social media fool you. This is not your practice life. Let's get it. So let me start by saying this. I am not here to be liked. Your opinions of me are none of my business. Yo, check game. This is a business podcast. I talk about how to get ahead in life. People who've made money without major assistance, people who motivate others, people who got paid with their talents. I will talk a little bit about jewelry, but that's not why I started this show. But since we're on the topic ice, I got a collaboration with Takashi Murakami. Yes, Takashi Murakami, motherfucker. Not just that Louis Vuitton shit you see and everything else, all the stuff. I'm talking about literally the top 3 greatest living contemporary artists in the earth, in the world. Yes, we're dropping official Ben Baller, Takashi Murakami, IF&Co collaboration in November. It will be the biggest thing I've done in my career. Not just my jewelry career, but maybe any fucking career. This is going to be huge. Super limited edition jewelry piece. There'll be about 6 for sale, designed by Murakami, executed by me, and obviously helped with help of IF&Co, my jewelry business. There will be special authenticity cards along with this. I mean, I can't wait to show you this shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got to wait. Haven't figured out pricing, kind of letting the god, the legend, handle that. But I think it's going to range somewhere between 55 and 75 grand. I do know the moment it is gone, which will be before or by the day we actually put them for sale, these things will be going for over 100 grand easily. That's not a game. It's not a joke. I'll have more details later in about a month or so. But I am flying to Tokyo at the end of this month to do, press photos and stuff and publicity with Murakami. So if you're in Japan, if you're out there in Tokyo around the end, the end of the month, that time, holla at me. So anyways, today was supposed to be an episode about DJ AM, but my bro Homicide, he flaked. I knew he was going to, you know what I'm saying? But he just gets like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to certain things. He's never really spoke deep about Adam on a major platform, especially about his death and everything. And it's all good, I ain't tripping. But Craig, aka DJ Homicide, is one of the most LA cats I know. So I'll definitely have him on the show and talk about some LA OG shit, you know what I'm saying? Like World on Wheels and Skateland and like Uncle Jam's Army and the fucking Rhodium Swap Meet and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But since he's not here, I decided to make this episode a Bay Area appreciation episode. All right? So let's get to the Golden State. Cali is the best state, period. There's no questions about that whatsoever. And right now I want to focus on the north side of things. Northern California. All right? Specifically the Bay Area, the Bay. I actually just got back from a 3-day trip in the Bay. And instead of talking about my weekend, I decided to save you from all that boredom. You know what I'm saying? That washedness. Is that even a word? But wait, hold on. Speaking of washed up, to everyone who's followed me or knows me, I've been saying I've been washed up since I turned 40, okay? That's 6+ years ago, right? I've been saying that shit, having my pictures on washing machines on Twitter and everything and all that. Homicide's been saying it too, but check it out. All of a sudden, LeBron James is saying he's the wash king. If you don't get the fuck out of here, bro, am I crazy or he's trolling me? Like, what the fuck? So anyways, okay. Sorry about that negative energy. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it Bay. We got a real special guest on today on the podcast. He's from the Bay. He's a genius. He's a legend. He has never done a podcast before. But before we bring him out, let me get into why I love the Bay so much. My bad, Lil B. Yeah, Lil B's coming on the show, and let me get into why I love the Bay so much. So for those of you who've listened to my first episode, you know I went to high school in the East Bay, Albany High, you know what I'm saying, in Albany, California. And I went there for a year. But as much as I hated that area, mostly because I was so LA, it really grounded me into a more regular non-Hollywood lifestyle, you know, and that's what my brother and my family wanted for me, even though, again, I will just straight up say this to the day I die, man, my dad, my mom, that was some punk ass shit. I don't blame my mom so much because, I mean, I knew her situation, but my dad, that was just some punk ass shit, period. And yeah, I'm not bitter. I'm just like, fuck you, you know, like that was just some bitch shit. Anyways, there is no glamour or glitz in Albany. It is a small town you raise your family in. That was pretty much like the best place. Like, it would definitely be in the top 3 best places in California, I would say, to raise your family, right? I got to give props to Albany High School, you know, because like their college success rate is crazy. It's like 70 something percent, maybe 80%. It's something really high, right? Their post high school success rate is really good. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I've said this before, I came in with a chip on my shoulder, right? And I could have just shut the fuck up. I could have been quiet. I could have been a weirdo. I could have been on my trench coat mafia steez, you know what I'm saying? But instead, I want to be me. Like me, who I am now. I ain't changed at all whatsoever. Some people were okay with it, you know. A lot of them hated it. In fact, you know, I ended up in most of my teenage fights there. Not like how it was when I was in Koreatown, you know. It was like most of my fights, you know, in school and shit, like catching hands was definitely at Albany High. But, you know, it took until after like college. Actually, during college as well. It took till after, when I was in college and after college. And even more recently, like especially as a parent, for me to realize how much of a gem the city of Albany was, and Albany High as well, or the East Bay all in general. The only true negative thing about that school was that Lavish went there, and that little rat, what's her name, the little Debbie, a little rapper, she's fucking terrible. Oh well. Anyways, I love the way time moves in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Just like how that time moves there. It's a little slower. You know, it's fucking dope, man. You know, I love the BART. Not lying, for real, true story, you know. Nothing in LA is even close to that. We just have terrible transportation here, you know what I'm saying? And in LA, I took the bus until I was fucking like 17 or whatever. I hated the fucking bus. And I've always hated trains, you know what I'm saying? I never really liked trains in NYC, even when I lived in New York. But I will say, if you master the trains, they are useful as fuck. You master the subways in New York, you master the city. But yeah, no, the BART system in the Bay is just so fucking dope, man. I remember taking the BART to the A's games and the Warrior games and shit. And the Warriors games were like $25. A's games were fucking $7 for like, you know, I mean, they're kind of in the bleachers, you know what I'm saying? But still, it's like, it was just super dope, you know? I remember after school and shit, hitting Zari's Deli and hitting Dave's Dugout and shit. There was this place called Mary and Joe's Sporting Goods. And like, you know, when you play football and stuff, you always want the freshest shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had Newman receiving gloves and just all kinds of extra fresh shit. You know what I mean? Like they made jerseys and varsity jackets and things. And just Albany was that type of dope ass town. They don't have that type of shit around here no more. You know what I mean? I'm sure out in like Tustin or the fuck, you know, like maybe in La Mirada or some shit or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck cities, but like them cities that, you know, like seem like farmland. But it's just it was a trip, man. You know, I actually never liked baseball very much, but in my teens I didn't like baseball very much, you know. I played Little League when I was a little kid, but in my teens I just really didn't fuck with it. But then when I went to Albany High, I respected the fuck out of it because Albany was a super baseball town. I didn't even know what the fuck American Legion was. Someone was like, yo, man, I got an American Legion game. What the fuck is you, part of the X-Men, motherfucker? You in the Avengers? Fuck is American Legion, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I found out what it was. And it's also funny, you know, talking about the Bay Area. It's like, ever since then and to this day, I fucking hate De La Salle. Like, fuck De La Salle High School. Like, De La Salle High School is whack as fuck. Like, fuck that school, period. You know what I'm saying? One thing I love about the Bay is Bay Area slang. There's nothing like Bay Area slang, period. You know what I mean? I never said hella until I moved there. And then I started saying hella all the time. This shit is crazy. But like crazy ass terms like J-Cat, like no motherfucker, unless you from the Bay, like what the fuck is a J-Cat, right? And like back in the day when I was in high school, they would call you like, oh, you ancient, meaning like your style's old, like your style's like dusty and shit. And like calling girls tenders, that was some fucking 90s Bay Area shit right there. That was some Oakland shit actually. But you know, I don't know, man. I don't know anywhere else besides deep in like in super deep South Central. Like Oakland was like the first place I seen dudes walk around with like silk shirts, like rayon shirts, you know what I'm saying? Like they get at the Eastmont Mall. And they always wanted to dress older and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like wear like sheer dress socks and like Stacey Adams or like, you know, the dress shoes and like loafers and shit. And I wasn't about that life at all. You know what I'm saying? But like getting into San Francisco, man, something about SF City that just made me feel some type of way. And I think it was like right when I transferred, you know what I'm saying, from Berkeley to San Francisco, man, it's such a small place, you know what I mean? But like there's so much fucking culture in like that one little area, just like, and it's just so small, but it's like, it's just right, you know? And like, I can't believe south of Market is like a billionaire's playground now. It was literally a crack infested fucking just shit. It was a fucking shithole. It was like, I thought of like the sewers and the gutters. When you think of like Batman movies and shit and like Gotham City, you think of all that fucked up ass areas where like the Joker might have lived and shit. And like, that's where I think south of Market Street is. That's what I thought it was. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a fucking weird ass area. But that's where like the clubs were and shit. And the clubs, you know, the club scene back then wasn't really all that great and everything. But they had this one 18 and over club called Club X, and I love that shit, man. That shit was dope. And I used to meet bitches there. It was crazy. You know, there was always girls there, and I would lie to them and tell them I was older than I really was. It's a fucking funny ass place, man. And like every so often they drop like maybe 10 minutes of hip hop. It was like, yeah, I just don't know, man. Hip hop was not the shit back in the day. It was the shit to me, but it was not shit to the general population. It just wasn't popping. There was this club called the End Up, and I think, I'm not positive, because I know my boy Anthony Presents does a party, something like that, but there was a club called the End Up, and I think he revisited or remixed it, but there was a club called the End Up, and it was crazy, and they would party there until 10 a.m. Remember, San Francisco is a real psychedelic town, you know what I'm saying? That's the first time I did acid, first time I did mushrooms. Doing acid, we won't get into that in another episode, but acid was a motherfucking trip. Like, I was there when Bill Graham died, all right? And they spread his ashes across Golden Gate Park, and Grateful Dead, yes, the original, the Grateful Dead had free concerts at Golden Gate Park. The shit was fucking lit. It was crazy as fuck, and I wasn't even into that type of music and shit. But the End Up was a spot where they party again till 10 a.m. and it was 99.9% house music. It's like San Francisco is actually where I got my first taste of house music, at the Sound Factory. I had a fake ID, just so in case you're asking, you know what I'm saying? This is like, I had a fake ID. Speaking of house music, shout out to Marcus Wyatt. He's like OG pioneer of the West Coast, bringing house over here. And then shout out to my boy Felix the House Cat, representing that Chicago, Chi-Town house music. He was OG, super OG, still doing his thing. And every time I see him, I say, yo, man, that Nightcrawlers record, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And like, going back to college, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was off season, remember I played football and basketball. The only thing I didn't do was track. And the crazy part was, you know, I think I mentioned it. I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast, but, you know, I wrestled a little bit in high school. That's what they did in Albany. They didn't have no wrestling team at Fairfax or Beverly Hills High. In fact, it wasn't really an LA sport. And I played second in state at 165 pounds. And that was like real. I had to lose weight. I was like, the fuck, I got to lose weight? God damn. But I played second in state at SF State at NCAC, Northern California Athletic Conference. That was a big deal, you know what I'm saying? Especially in college. I ain't gonna bullshit you, man. I wasn't as crisp as I was in high school, but I got, you know, I lost, but still got second in state because my team went to state. But I was more like a ringer, you know what I'm saying? So like on the off seasons when we weren't like practicing and stuff, because, you know, we'd have spring practice different in college. You know, obviously you guys know that. If you're in high school, you don't know that. But I drive back home every weekend to LA, and just so I could hang out with my cousin Peter and his friends and my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, but after a little while, you know, I began to drive home less and less. Like I didn't go back as much, you know, and I got an apartment in the Sunset District. I lived on the corner of 42nd Street and Vicente, right in the Sunset, like right away from, you know, like 6-7 blocks away from the beach. My rent was $800 a month for a big ass 2-bedroom. It was crazy. It was like 1,400 square feet. It's fucking crazy. $800, man. I lived with this girl, Bridget, and Bridget's so funny. She was a Delta. If you into black fraternities, black sororities, she was a Delta. And she ran on the track team, so I knew. A lot of sports, a lot of the athletes, when you play sports, you kind of stick together. And so my other roommate was this dude named Michael Fisher. And Mike was my teammate on my basketball team, and he was also from San Marino, California. He held the high school scoring record for most points scored in a game in California. It was at 81 points. And it's crazy because the game that he scored that in, he didn't even play almost the entire fourth quarter. I couldn't fucking believe it. The motherfucker, he outscored the entire other team by himself. This motherfucker I was watching the games, and this dude would go on a fast break. Way before, this is 25 years, 27, almost fucking 30 years before Steph Curry even thought about shooting, fast break threes and shit. And he would score just insane points. This motherfucker was shooting back-to-back threes. Fast break, no one in front of him. On the fast break, literally. You know what I'm saying? He outscored the other team by himself. In fact, the other team scored like 65 points. This motherfucker outscored them by a grip. But he was a real chill dude. He also did some real bitch shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I ain't heard from dude in forever, man, like 23 years or so. Shout out to my boy Christian Grayson. He was the other dude we called ourselves the Fab Four because there was like two transfers and two freshmen. True freshman. I was a red shirt. And we're going to get into more of that shit later, man. But, we used to play at this park in Pacifica. And it was like way on top of Pacifica. I don't know if it was fucking by Skyline, if it was by it was a dope ass park. And the rims there were like 9'8", 9'10". It was full court. It was small full court. And a lot of dudes from all over the hood, from the Hunters Point and all over the fucking place, the South San Francisco and all over the place, they'd go over to this park and play. And after practice, we'd be beat up and we'd like, fuck this. We just got beat up by the first team. We'd go to this park, you know what I'm saying? And go like, just get lit. And we would go fucking play against these people. And we would just ball these motherfuckers up. And a lot of these dudes were like, yo man, what the fuck y'all from, man? Well, man, there's 3 white boys and an Asian over here playing ball like this, man. Are y'all on a team or some shit? And like, we let them know, like, we play college ball, man. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, it make no sense. We would literally go in there and do 360 dunks, like do silly shit, especially because I was dunking on regulation. And I don't know, Mike could probably grab the rim. I don't know, me and Mike were the shortest guys in the team. Christian was definitely dunking by then. But it was just a different type, you know what I'm saying? Like if you had 2 or 3 extra inches of height, or the rim being that much shorter, just so much more stupid shit we could do. And these guys were all so fundamentally sound. In fact, out of all of them, I was probably the least fundamentally sound. My left wasn't that great. But anyways, going back to San Francisco, man, besides it being so cold there, it was just laid back. And I never liked laid back towns, but I realized I just started to appreciate it more and more. And I realized that San Francisco, just the Bay Area, that it's less focused on fame. They don't focus on fame. It was a tech city, whatever, and it's just green, a lot of fucking granolas and shit, motherfuckers in Birkenstocks, I felt like with that, I could focus more on things a little easier, whether it be school or anything else. And I told you already how I felt about school. I was big into films. I've been a film buff since I was a little kid and everything, right? But I knew I had to go back to LA to flourish. Like, there was no doubt about it in my mind. Like, I couldn't wait to get back to LA, but, it wasn't until I left that I knew that San Francisco was a gem, you know what I'm saying? But I had to go back to LA to get my paper right so I could come back, you know what I mean? And, like, the only thing that sucked, the only, like, bummer, and I think about it now, is, like, by the time I got right, like, super right, I don't mean, like, a few million right. I mean, like, by the time I got, like, fuck you right, the only cribs I wanted in San Francisco are, like, 8 to 15 million at least. Saw a crib last year. I thought I was going to jump the gun on my wife, cock block that super. Besides the fact that, I couldn't literally, we would basically, we would have the minivan, and then we'd have the range, and that'd be a trek. In fact, you know what? No, fuck all that. We'd probably have the range, and I'd maybe have my FF, but all the other cars, it just wouldn't work. San Francisco's just not, you can't really have an exotic car out there, man. It's just too many potholes. It's too many crazy hills. But I remember when I was on Summer 16 tour, Drake had told me he was looking at a crib in Atherton, and he was like, I was looking at empty lots, just an empty 1 acre lot in Atherton was $20 million. And that was fucking 3 years ago, right? And he was like, it's going to cost me another $5 million to build a crib. And I was like, well, I don't know about Atherton, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with Atherton, In fact, the first gigantic Bay Area show Drake did, oh man, this is fucking amazing. I had no idea I had no intentions of speaking about this show. The first time Drake had a fucking big ass show, it was like Wild 97 It was a wild fucking, it was a radio show. And they put us all up in the Manor Oriental in San Francisco. Now that hotel's called the Lowe's. Fucking hotel, super dope. OG OVO crew. And we took 2 Suburbans down to San Jose. And I think it was at the SAP Center. I forgot. It was a big fucking place. And I was a part of his show at the time. This was early on, you know what I'm saying? And this wasn't Take Care. Fuck, man. I can't remember what fucking album it was. Anyways, this is after So Far Gone. And Drake was a big deal, but he wasn't, you know, like he wasn't enormous like he is now. But he was still, he came out the gate pretty big. And we went down there. My boy Woo was smoking everybody out. The motherfucker smoking in the bathroom, dressing room, and like Drake's just trying to relax. He's trying to kick it. And you know, he went to go focus before the show, and like, I remember his manager CJ was like, "Yo, bro, don't pay attention to, you know, to Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like some shit that this ain't you. You ain't that dancing motherfucker. You know what I mean? Doing dance moves, this, that, and the third, and doing the whole choreography thing and everything." And it was crazy because Chris was a bigger star then. You know what I'm saying? Like significantly bigger. Chris was a big fucking deal. I think this is also, this is after the whole fucking Rihanna shit too. But Chris was a big motherfucking deal. In fact, he was the biggest deal. He was the headliner, and Drake was right before him. And it was just fucking crazy because Drake it was just like, he just had a lot of things on his mind. So he said to me, he said, "Hey, after What's My Name, come out and I'm gonna call you out. Okay, we're gonna give away a watch to the girl in the crowd." And that's what we used to do. We used to give out a chain, give out things. I think some of you people who've been to a couple of shows early on in his career remember that, especially at the Sun God Festival. That's like legendary for San Diego cats. So he calls me out, and by the way, this was the loudest motherfucking screams I ever heard in my entire life. Prior to this me coming on stage, he'd been on stage for maybe 25 minutes or so, or 20 minutes, and he fucked up a couple of lyrics. You know, he's a little off, and he says, "Yo, I got my man Ben Baller coming out here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who Ben Baller is, you know, that's my guy. You know, hoopty whoop." And like, he comes out there and he says it. We give this chick the watch. It was an iced out G-Shock. And he's like, yo, give it up to my man Ben Baller. Yo, what's good? Yo, LA, what's good? LA. And the whole fucking place starts booing at him. It was like that fucking Snickers commercial that was it Southwest. I forgot what fucking commercial it is where they say, "Do you want to get away?" And you know, we're in fucking San Jose. We're not in LA, and motherfuckers are screaming. And he just really cuts, my bad. I was just in LA yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what's good? Yo, San Jose, what's really good? Anyways, man, that was a funny moment and time with Drake, man. And it was funny back in the day, if you had BBM, which is BlackBerry Messenger, and you had a BlackBerry, everyone had a BlackBerry before, you know, the iPhones were out and shit. And even when the iPhones were out, BlackBerry was still reign supreme. You know, BlackBerry Messenger was the shit before iMessage was created. And I remember we're going out there. Drake, as his status message on his BlackBerry Messenger said, "Benny Yang Takeout, take care." And so this was Take Care album, had to be. So yeah, man, it was a trip. I remember we went out to San Francisco, and then after that, we drove back to Manor Oriental, found a place somewhere in North Beach, and got some Italian food and just kicked it and whatever. It was real chill. Flew back. I always told him, I said, "Yo, man, you got to get a high rise out here." You know what I'm saying? They started to build some crazy shit out here. And this is before, obviously, the crazy boom went. And if you guys don't know, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a high-rise type of dude, like more so than a house ever. You know what I mean? Until we had our second child and realized how tough it is to, like, want your kids to go to a park and play and shit, or, like, you know, like, just breathe fresh air. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to live in a fucking big-ass apartment or condo. Even if it's big, it's tough, like, just privacy-wise, getting in an elevator and running into somebody, like going downstairs to get a Starbucks or some shit. It's just, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't mind it so much, but as you can see from my stories, you know, I like views and stuff, and I'm a big fan on views. But I get it. You know, my wife is just not about that shit. And with all the growth in SF now, you know, some people are like, "Oh, I missed old San Francisco." I fucking still love it. I still love the city to this day. I'm not so big on living in the East Bay. It's not really my thing, you know, and I've always told people, hey, someday, one of these days, I want to retire in the Bay Area, you know. But it's crazy because my wife's entire family is all over the Bay, like all over Pacifica, fucking Belmont, San Mateo, fucking Black Hawk, Pleasanton, all over that whole area, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trip because my wife's cousins, they live in Black Hawk, and it's nice as fuck. We go there every year, and like, but I couldn't live there. It just reminds me too much of Calabasas. Like, it's cool, it's got a gated area, it's a gated community, but it's just not for me. If I'm gonna move out to Northern Cal, it's gonna be in San Francisco City, and it can't be more than 15 minutes from like Union Square, like, period. I just can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I still could make it happen, but I just need to be 20 minutes away from Union Square. I just gotta, that's just what it's gotta be. But for now, man, you know what? Let's get into some shout outs, man. I want to shout out some of the cities in the Bay that I love and I've had interaction with. Let's do this little shout out right now because this is the Bay Area episode. Got to shout out Albany, of course, Albany, California, Solano Ave, shout out to Richmond, North and South Richmond. Richmond is about it. That motherfucking Richmond is no joke. Shout out to Oakland, East Oakland, West Oakland, Acorn Projects, McClymonds, Oakland Tech, Skyline High School, all that shit, man. I love Oakland like crazy. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Fab. The festival at the lake, man, the Eastmont Mall, the sideshows. Yo, shout out to Richie Rich and 415. That was my shit. Piedmont, there was this fucking ice cream parlor in Piedmont I used to love going to. I forgot what the fuck it was called. I remember for homecoming that year that I did play football for Albany, we beat Piedmont. That shit was a big deal. I remember I had a gang of tackles that game. It was dope. I recovered a fumble at that game. I'll never forget. And Piedmont is like the Beverly Hills, that area. So people used to hate that shit. And it's funny because I went to Beverly Hills High. Even though I wasn't a rich kid, I went to school there. And shout out to Piedmont. Man, shout out to Tom Hanks, man. Tom Hanks is fucking from Piedmont. Shout out to El Cerrito, obviously, where I got my first job. Burger King, San Pablo Avenue, El Cerrito right there. El Cerrito High School. Nations, goddamn, the motherfucking chili fries at Nations, so fucking good, man. It's just so fucking lit. Man, I just got a lot of love for El Cerrito and Nations. Shout out to Pinole, shout out to the Hilltop Mall. I remember that mall, it was crazy, man. I remember they used to have Fuddruckers out there, and it was like, they didn't really have Fuddruckers around too many places, but shout out to Hilton. In fact, that whole area was Hercules. Shout out to Hercules, shout out to Fairfield, shout out to Vallejo, the Crest, CCC. They used to have like a Marine Land or some shit, or the fucking one of those water parks out there in Vallejo. I remember hitting that shit up one time. Shout out to Pittsburgh. I remember back in the day, I was like, "You from Pittsburgh, motherfucker? You from the Pittsburgh Steelers?" Like, "No, I'm from Pittsburgh, California, motherfucker, here in the Bay." Shout out to Walnut Creek. Back when I was a little kid, I used to read Rob Report magazine, and I remember I used to look at all the dealerships where Ferrari dealerships were, and I remember they had Walnut Creek Ferrari. And I was just like, this is the 80s. I'm like, man, one day I'm gonna own a Ferrari. Swear to God, I used to dream about that shit like no other, man. I was like, one day I'm gonna own a Ferrari. And that shit is so crazy. That shit came to fruition, man. I'm telling you, man, my motherfucking life is powered by dreams. That shit is crazy. But Walnut Creek, there used to be this little nightclub. It was an all ages nightclub. I remember we used to drive up there. I forgot what these Filipino dudes' names were that took me up there. But Walnut Creek, man, it's a dope little area. Shout out to Concord, or Concord, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Shout out to Concord. Shout out to Martinez. There's this girl. Am I getting this shit right, man? I think there is a city called Martinez out there. I think I dated a girl named Lisa. Oh no, what the fuck was her name? Was her name Jennifer? It was some basic ass. It was a basic bitch name. It was just white chick. But I dated a chick. I remember she lived over there, and it was corny. But yo, man, shout out to Berkeley. Y'all don't even know, man. Berkeley's a whole different level of man, fuck, there's this Chinese restaurant, man, that I used to go to on San Pablo Ave, like right by that legendary punk rock club, the Gilmore. The Gilmore is legendary. That's where Green Day got their start. Telegraph. Berkeley is just, man, top dog. Berkeley is just really some shit, man. Berkeley was so fucking dope. All the frat parties, man. Shout out to fucking, oh my God. Why the fuck am I? Clark Kerr, my bad. My dorm. I was like, what the fuck? What dorm do I live? Clark Kerr dorms, Berkeley. Man, riding motorcycles, you know what I'm saying? Riding my motorcycle all through the canyons above Tilden. Man, Tilden is fucking crazy. So legendary. That golf park, that golf course over there. I used to hit golf balls over there. Shout out to my boy Jeremy Alpert. Tilden, man, 24 freeway, man. I'm really getting emotional, man, just thinking about this shit. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Emeryville. Remember they had Emeryville High School too. I forgot what that 7-foot cat's name that came out of Emeryville. basketball player. Emeryville had a marketplace. It was super dope, man. There was a high-rise building over there. I remember I got arrested out that motherfucker. That shit was crazy as fuck. The cop said, do you want to go to jail or do you want to walk across the freeway? Or do you want to walk home? And I was on the freeway right there on the 580. Or is that the 880? I forgot. Anyways, right by Golden Gate fucking racetrack. The horse racetrack. By the way, we'll get into that later too. Goddamn, I'm all over the place. I used to be a degenerate gambler. I think I mentioned it before. If I haven't, now you know. Emeryville was a nice little spot, man. It was like a weird little spot. Shout out to Hayward. There was an Asian cat who played for Cal State Hayward. I forgot what the fuck his name was. He was a legendary dude in the Asian community. I forgot his name, man. And it's not Conan Chi, but shout out to Conan Chi as well. He went to UC Davis, but Conan Chi was from somewhere in the Bay. I forgot where the fuck he was from. Maybe San Mateo or some shit. And I think he was friend with Rex Walters or one of them other dudes. I don't know if you know that Rex Walters is part Asian, man. But shout out to Pleasanton, shout out to Fremont, shout out to Marin County. Yo, Stetson Beach, man, that was like the only beach in the entire motherfucking Bay Area. That shit was weak as fuck. It's not Malibu, it's not Santa Monica, it's not even fucking Manhattan Beach, which low-key Manhattan Beach is one of the most lit beaches in fucking all of SoCal. Of course, shout out to San Francisco, SF City, the Fillmore. Shout out to my boy Rich Rocka. What's his name? Drew Down. Was he from the Fillmore? My guy, JT, the Bigger Figure, San Quinn. Shout out to the Alamany Projects, Hunters Point, Geneva Towers, the Sunset fucking district, you know what I'm saying? My old neighborhood. The Marina. Man, the Marina, that basketball court, the Marina with that fucking I love that park, man. Place was fucking so dope. Remember they had Mel's Diner, Johnny Rockets over there. I used to fuck with that shit so hard. Pacific Heights, man, where fucking Sydney Sheldon lives. I don't know if she passed away, but Pacific Heights is just, anything I think of Pacific Heights, I think of the movie The Game. Even though I think he was more in the Presidio. I forgot what that one super exclusive neighborhood is. Pacific Heights is that old rich money. I fucking love Pacific Heights. Pacific Heights is so dope. It's almost like London, like how you could have a $20 million crib and the outside looks like Victorian and old traditional and like inside is all modern. It's just so fucking fresh, man. Shout out to North Beach. There was a legendary restaurant called Little Joe's. My mom used to take me there all the time. Little Joe's is just like so legendary, man. That linguine and clams. Fuck me, man. Shout out to Daly City. Come on, man. You already know. Serramonte. I was just there. I went to Daly City and I was in Serramonte Mall with my boy Van Coach, my boy Paul. Took me, we went to go fucking play video games at Dave and Buster's and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it brought me back. But I remember fucking my little homie, my little sister, Jasmine Villegas, she had little in-stores there and shit, you know what I'm saying? She was real popping in the Filipino community before she became like super big and would start dating Bieber and shit and everything. But yeah, man, shout out to Serramonte. There was this one restaurant outside in the Serramonte Plaza. It was called Peppermill. It was a spot that was based in Nevada, I think, like Reno and shit, or Vegas, but the Peppermill was my shit, you know. Shout out that whole area, man. You know what I'm saying? San Bruno, Pacifica, South San Francisco, you know. And to be honest, man, no disrespect, man. You know, I never really considered anything south of San Mateo the Bay Area. It's like its own area, like, you know, like Silicon Valley, whatever. It's just like, it's like its own area, you know. And my cousins, they grew up in Sunnyvale. I had my uncle was rest in peace. My uncle was and my cousins, they lived in Los Altos. And I had a lot of fam in Los Gatos and shit. And that wasn't really the Bay to me. I don't know, man. It was like different. You know what I'm saying? Like once you hit the 408 area codes, it wasn't like the Bay to me. You know what I'm saying? And again, no disrespect, man. It's just like, it's like Orange County of the Bay Area. So like, it's not really LA, you know, where like OC is not really LA, but it was like, you know, it's just, I don't know. Just, I got stupid love for San Jose too. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong at all. But the Bay is just different. You know, and right about now, just off the top of my head, I want to shout out some spots that just come to mind when I think of the Bay, when I think of San Francisco mostly, a little bit of Berkeley, a little bit of Oakland. But, you know, like late nights, man, of course, Nations, you know, but late nights, I remember going to Quickways. You got to be real super OG to go to Quickways because I don't think that shit exists anymore. Flint's Barbecue, legendary barbecue spot in East Oakland. You know what, this ain't fucking food, but shout out to the Green Door because they're San Francisco and they repping and they from all over the Bay. They got shit all over the place. Sam's Burger in San Francisco. I don't eat red meat anymore, but I will tell you this: Sam's Burger is the best motherfucking hamburger in San Francisco. Forget about it. I don't want to hear shit. Sam's Burger is no joke. Skoma's, legendary. Shout out to my boy Brandon Roque. I really appreciate you bringing me back to Skoma's. It's probably been 20 years since I went there when you brought me back. That motherfucking fettuccine smacked the shit out of somebody, man. My God. Top Dog in Berkeley. Just get a motherfucking hot dog for like $1. It was fucking super cheap. And the fucking sauerkraut dog was off the chain. Who got the, I mean, I already said Gordo's, but you know what the best fucking tacos, man? La Taqueria. That motherfucker got the best tacos in San Francisco. Hands down. Forget about it. They got the best tacos in the city. What's that one spot? Swan Oyster Department. Omakase, one of my favorite spots for sushi and I think they're fucking Michelin rated, man. There's that one ramen spot. The fuck's it called on Geary? Fuck, I can't think of the name. Tartine Bakery. Man, Tartine Bakery is the shit. House of Prime Rib. Again, I don't eat red meat, but yeah, House of Prime Rib. Old school San Francisco. Dope shit. Fat Slice. Even though you share so many fucking memories with me, Fat Slice was the best fucking pizza I ever had. Better than New York pizza. It was just so good. Now the shit ain't the same. It ain't even close. And even before that, Blondie's was the shit. Before Fat Slice existed, man, Blondie was the shit. Speaking about Fat Slice or Fat Apples. Fat Apples was one of my favorite breakfast places to go to. Man, they had one in was it El Cerrito? Like kind of like the borderline. It's like a weird borderline between El Cerrito, Berkeley, and like Albany and shit. But there was a Fat Apples there. But there's one on, I think on College or it was on University. I forgot what fucking street it's on. And Cafe Fanny. That was my shit. My brother used to take me there. My brother was a big culinary dude, man. He was real big on the restaurant shit. He put me and my sister on. And then my sister surpassed and went to a whole different level. She's on that super fucking snobby, 3-star Michelin shit. This cheesesteaks place, man, right on University in San Pablo, too. It was like the Philly cheesesteak spot. That motherfucking spot was super official. Yeah, no, it's not South Street. Go fucking suck a dick. But it's the Bay. The Rotunda. How the fuck could I not mention the Rotunda? The best place to get lunch in San Francisco, period. The fucking view, the fact you got the mixture of the new money, the Chinese folks, you know what I'm saying? Then you got all the old snobby, old racist fucking Pacific Heights money in there, and it's just the food is so bomb. This fucking fried lobster fries I just had, oh my God. Literally fresh big chunks of lobster, lightly deep fried. It tastes like a beignet lobster. Like, man, that shit is so fucking good. I can't wait to go back to San Francisco in a couple weeks and have it. You know, the Rotunda's the shit. I recommend the spot to Kanye. I don't give a fuck when nobody say the Rotunda's my shit. I remember my friend Dorothy Wang. She was like, when I went to USC, I would go up to the games versus Stanford just to go to the Rotunda. And I'm like, you want some real extra shit, Dorothy. But yeah, you already know how I feel about the Rotunda and that fucking chicken stock. Oh my God. Shout out to my boy Dylan. Dylan, you already know I made you jealous when I went there just yesterday. That shit was fucking lit. And lastly, my favorite barbecue place in the Bay Area, right there on San Pablo Ave, University, Everett & Jones, man. Fuck Everett & Jones, man. That shit used to just fuck with me so crazy, man. That was my spot to get some motherfucking barbecue, man. God damn. And with that list of shout outs to cities and food and everything, man, let's get into this motherfucking interview with my man, Little B. Let's go. And now it's endorsement time from yours truly. Have you ever heard of GOAT? Well, if not, then you're fucking up. Especially to all my sneakerheads out there that are listening to my show. GOAT is the global destination for authentic sneakers, from new releases to rare finds. GOAT.com is the safest way to buy and sell authentic sneakers online. They have thousands of styles from the past and present, even shoes that aren't released yet. All are guaranteed authentic by GOAT. I just got a pair of black cement Jordan 3s and they're fresh as fuck. From Yeezys to Jordan to even Gucci, GOAT gives you access to everything you're looking for. They only work with trusted sellers, and before any shoe is sold, every detail is inspected. From the stitching and the color to the size and weight, GOAT ensures every shoe matches exact factory specs. With over 15 million users around the world buying and selling verified shoes every day at GOAT, you'll find exactly what you want at the best price possible. Find the perfect 100% authentic sneaker at goat.com/baller. Plus, you'll also be supporting our show. But you've got to go right now before the sneakers that you want are gone. Go to goat.com/baller, spelled GOAT.com/baller.
What's up, y'all? This is Caroline, and you're listening to Behind the Baller with my boy Ben Baller.
So, man, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
I'm speechless right now. I am sitting in motherfucking San Francisco, California, inside my hotel suite, and I have the man, the myth, the legend, Little B, the BasedGod. Yo,
BasedGod.
What's good,
Swag. Man, how you doing, sir, man? It's great to be here with you. You know what I'm saying? Man. It's an honor, man. The legendary Ben.
I honestly didn't think you were real, for real.
Man, that's how I feel about it. I'm like, is Ben really human? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's legend. So, it's an honor to be here. I don't come out for people. I know a lot of these other folks might be like, damn, like we was trying to get you, but it's like, man, look, man, Ben is that dude.
Nah, man,
pull up.
we gonna get into more. So hold on, real quick.
Believe that.
So check it out, man. I just want to get into it. First of all, man, you from Berkeley, California?
Yeah, Berkeley, California, Bay Area. Love.
And how old are you now, man?
30. Just hit 30 this year, man.
Dirty 30, bro.
Yeah, 30, man. I'm feeling a little older. I used to laugh at this age. I used to be like, man, that old, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
what
people
I'ma
used to say
do.
that shit all the time.
Yeah.
So you went to Berkeley High?
I went to Albany High. I went to El Cerrito. I did a little bit of continuation school stuff.
Right.
Did some on location education when I got signed, because I got signed early, like
How crazy though, on my first episode,
Yeah.
I let motherfuckers know that I went to Albany High.
That was a blessing. That's crazy. That's
crazy,
that's
right?
rare that we talking that's such an honor. Like, hey, bro, Ben Baller went to Albany High. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, real talk. Like,
that's crazy, man.
I went to fucking Albany High.
That's crazy.
I was a Cougar.
Yeah,
bro.
I got my Cougars. I need to give you an Albany High sweater then, like a football all in. My dude coach.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, my coach, because I played ball in college.
Right.
My coach at that time, his name was Coach Hill.
Right.
He passed away. I don't know if he was there when you were there, but
God bless.
anyways, man, it's crazy on. We will get more into Berkeley shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Albany, B-Town, all that.
I just want to get man. First of all, Solana Ave.
Solano classic, bro.
Come on,
I mean,
bro.
like,
Gordo's.
man. I mean, I was
Zari's.
just look. Stop. I was just walking down Solano at least a week ago, just to get motivated. Just getting motivated, seeing the people. I feel like I am a little bit addicted to these places, and you know what I'm saying. Like,
People don't realize though that block is crazy. It's like a different town, and it's like weird. And like right across Solano, you got like St. Mary's. You know what I'm saying? All do school.
Yeah.
But we played against them and shit and everything. And a lot of people didn't know why I had so much like history with it. And I fuck with Berkeley too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of legends went to Berkeley High School. Tony Tone, and like there's a lot of cats out there. In fact, did Jeezy go to high school? I forgot where he went to high school. But
Jeezy went to Berkeley.
I think
Jeezy
Kehlani might have. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, or like a Pinot, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But that's Bay, Oakland. That whole line, like, I Am Sue, all them, they got that Pinot Richmond line.
That's my guys. I Am Sue's my guy.
Yeah,
so yo, man, fuck the bullshit. Let's jump right into this, man.
Let's get it.
I need to ask you, man, who's had the craziest reaction to you putting the Lil B curse on them?
Man, I mean, I would probably have to say James Harden, because he was just denying it. And no, I'm gonna tell you, what's crazy? This is what the craziest part is. Everybody's trying, like, you hear everybody talking about the sport, like on ESPN, they were talking about Kevin Durant, like, he came down here, and shout out to KD. It's all love.
That's
you know
my
what
guy.
I'm saying? Yeah, KD a legend. Like, met his mom and stuff. Like, once I met his mom, I'm like, shit. Like, it's respect. She scared the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I already know, man. It's respect. But at the same time, they like you hearing the commentators. They like,
yeah. When the commentators mentioned your name, I was like, oh shit, this shit went national.
yeah. It's and so they like, man, KD, the reception that he was getting out here, or he didn't feel like, it was, and it's like they didn't talk about the curse. That was played a part. Now at the same time, it's same like with James Harden, he was saying something in the sports. There was the commentators they was talking about it, and it was like the year that the curse was going on, and he was just trying to like not talk about it, and it's like that. That was a big part of the reason. Like I'm telling you, like like think about if KD wasn't cursed, right, and he came to the Bay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just not.
It's game over.
No,
it's game over.
And he still got 2 chips, and he's that dude. And he, what I'm saying. At the same time, it's just like that curse and blessing is real because it's authentic. And it's like we're not trying to just,
It scared me a little bit. Cause I was like, you know what? I be trolling him a little bit. So I'm gonna chill out on trolling a little bit because he'll fuck around and fuck my paper. I got kids now.
Nah, man. Ben Baller is the ultimate scary. Not Lil B.
So okay, so off top, I got to do this because this is the Bay episode.
Yep.
Yo,
Bay Area.
Your top 5 Bay Area rappers of all time.
I mean, top 5 Bay rappers of all time. Right now, I'll have to say E40. Messy Marv, the Jacka,
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Keek the Sneak.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, top 5 is, man.
No, I know.
It's all but good. Respect. And quickly, I just was saying this just quickly I would probably have to give it to. It's a tie between probably like, you know what? Maybe like a Killer Tay. Or, cause I was about to say it's a tie between like JT, San Quinn, but then it's like I'm like Lunatic. I like Looney Coleon. You know what I'm saying? Are you familiar with Looney Coleon? That's like AWOL Records. Yeah, but like
you didn't fuck with Too Short.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, it's too many, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Too Short top 5 off top. Too Short might be one. So
no, real talk. Let me tell you something real quick. How old are you? You're 30. So what year was you born?
89.
Okay, so 89. Imagine this. All right. God damn, bro, I'm old as fuck. So imagine 89, okay? Short already had like 3 albums out. I mean, he had 86 Girls Presents. He had this. He had Life Is Too Short dropped in 88, and this motherfucker had Born to Mac. Born to Mac dropped in like 87, 80. He had Life Is Too Short. Like, bro, I fuck with Todd so heavily. Bro,
motivation.
I remember seeing him pull up in a Cadillac to El Cerrito High School, and I was like, yo, bro. I'd be like, it's Too Short. It took like many years later for me to meet dude and be like, yo, boom, and now that's my guy. But
yeah. For real.
For the most part, though, you and JT's my guy.
Oh, man.
When I was in the music business, JT was under the label. So was San Quinn, too, though. I fuck with both of them heavy.
Yeah. I respect your label situation, too. What were you doing?
So I was A&R at Priority Records, and we had
epic
distributed labels. And in distributed labels, we had JT shit there. San Quinn was there. We had Master P.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, even though Master P from Louisiana, from the South, he was repping the Bay.
That's
Richmond.
what I'm saying. Early,
you know what I'm saying?
He had that Richmond music like early.
West Coast Bad Boys was his first compilation. That was like 93, 94. And that was like, But then like, there was so much Bay music here, like, cause Richie Rich, I fucked with him so heavy.
Man, classic.
415, that was a group here, you know what I'm saying?
Wow,
Sideshow.
That's rare. That's a rare one.
East Smart, all that shit. And then on top of that, Peep Game. I went to college here, so you gotta remember, like, when I was in college here, RBL Posse was fucking killing it.
Some of the best beats too. Like, and them dudes is crazy.
No, it was crazy. And on top of that, they had that local San Francisco record label, Intermittent Records.
Yeah, see.
Then they had them dudes from East Palo Alto, from EPA, and they had a Totally Insane. And so I fuck with a lot of the Bay, you know what I'm saying? Plus,
big facts.
Bro, when I was in college, most of the dudes that was from when I transferred over to San Francisco State, a lot of the dudes was from Vallejo, they was from the Crest, they was from the CCC, you know what I'm saying? So like, I would hear these mixtape battles between Lil Bruce and Mac Dre.
Wow, see, that's very rare. I just heard those recently too.
No, I heard the bro, and like,
so you probably heard the authentic.
Like Lil Bruce was he was like, just, you know, the funny ass old school rhyming, like Lil Bruce.
I'm a big fan of Lil Bruce.
He's like, Lil Bruce, tell your mama she need to do shit. I'm just laughing, right? And he's like, he said, because like Lil Bruce is half Asian. I didn't know that, right?
Wow, that's love.
Or something like that, whatever. Yeah. And Mac Dre was like, mixing breeds, Korean and black. He's like, was your mama in the kitchen cooking dogs and cats? I died, bro. I was like, yo, I'm Korean and that shit, that was a bar.
Right. Okay. I was saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
That's
know.
a
Like,
bar. Motherfuckers really eat dogs in Korea, you know? So it was just
respect,
a bar.
Respect.
But I had so much Bay love.
Big love. That's respect. That's only. I mean,
You know.
even bringing it back to Too Short, Brandon, and the inspiration. Like he, man, he picked up the group. You know, the pack. But I say even before Short 2, the first famous rapper to really come through for the pack, he came to the house. Later verse was Mr. Fab. He was on the
Fab
radio.
is my guy.
He's that dude.
That's
He's been
my guy.
that dude. And the thing is, what's crazy, like Fab, he's helped so many people. You know, like I wonder how many people he's helped. Cause like,
how about fuck the rappers? How about every year he does a backpack drive for all the kids that ain't doing well or whatever, and I donated to the cause.
My brother.
And
that's big. Oh, I didn't know you. Well, yeah, salute you.
You know, I donated. Well, come on, bro. Listen, man.
big
You know
love.
what?
Humbly.
I said it in my first episode when I was talking about how far I came because I was broke as fuck, working at the Burger King and everything, right? And I was pushing down Solano up and down every day.
Yep.
So when I came back here a couple of years ago, I'm here all the time. I'm here every month.
Love
but
it.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna bring my Ferrari out here. So I shipped my Ferrari to the Bay. I shipped it to Pleasanton, right? I had some family in Pleasanton.
Yes, sir.
Out there by Dublin and San Ramon.
Yep.
So I said,
Car
listen,
City.
man. I said, I'm about to fucking straight up push my Ferrari, push to the 24, go through the tunnel, go through Berkeley, go through Telegraph, go around everything, go down
Rapid,
Uciano. You know what I'm saying? Pass through University,
Yes, sir.
hit college,
Yes, sir. Stunt.
Gilmore, all that.
Stunt.
And so I hit Solano, hit down. I park right in front of Gordo's. And I started to cry. I said, bro, if y'all even know, man, what the fuck, like, where I came from, you know, like, this is crazy.
Yes, sir. That's why I be walking, you know? Like,
So I left there. I get a text from Mr. Fab. He like, hey, bro, pull up to Dope Era. And I'm like, on my way to Oakland. I said, listen, bro, but I'm taking San Pablo all the way there.
right. It's for the
he's
feeling.
like, yeah,
It's
he's
for the
like,
feeling.
he's like, yeah, don't jump on the freeway. He said, you jumping? Okay.
Yeah.
I took, I'm smashing through Albany, real small. People don't know how small it is. Smashing through Berkeley, smashed through Emeryville.
Right there.
Then I hit Oaktown, right?
Yeah.
And then I pull up on
Love
Dope
that.
Era. And he like, hey, listen, man, don't worry about it. We got you. Everything cool. So next thing I know, Ferrari parked in front of the shop. He got all his people there. Whoop. People are like, oh shit, Ben Baller in the town.
Come on.
Hold on, he
like,
in the town right now.
Like,
and they're tripping right
Yeah,
and I'm
come on.
handing out pens and like, I went in there and me and my man broke bread. So no, Mr. Fab, I fuck with heavy, man.
Big facts. Like, good guy. You know what I'm saying? A good family dude too. You know what I'm saying? And somebody I really respect in the industry. Like, and I think getting older, I really appreciate just having people that you could talk to. I think like in the industry.
No, he's a smart dude, you know what I'm saying, and everything. But
yeah.
Let's get into this next question. So this is what really fucking tripped me out, man.
Mm-hmm.
So give me like a rough outline of the topics you discuss when you do lectures at universities.
Respect, my brother. Right now I'm in a more of a rap mind state, and so I haven't like before I do a lecture, I kind of look at it like boxing. Like I'd be like cleansing my mind state. I don't really want to be on that rapper tip, like it's like, okay, what am I, the current events, then what am I gonna discuss as, what's the idea, what's the plan, and what's the motivation, what type of positivity am I gonna be bringing to the people,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and just relaxing, because I know a lot of people, especially at school, it could be uptight, it could be as in from work stress. A lot of people,
they don't know what the fuck they want to do in life. They're confused.
You know what I'm saying?
I was in college, I didn't know what the fuck I was, you don't know what the fuck's going on. They're talking about you at 18, you were a grown adult, but really,
nah.
Yeah, you in school, you know what the fuck you want. But okay, so hold on. You spoke at Harvard though.
God bless you. Everybody be showing me love, man. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not, and thank you so much. Harvard one day, but MIT, UCLA, UC Riverside, NYU.
Hold on. It wasn't Harvard.
No, sir. Chance the Rapper did Harvard.
Hold on, let me say something quick. MIT is even crazier than Harvard, by the way.
Wow, that's an honor, brother.
Straight up. So you spoke at MIT.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my question is, how did the opportunities come about? Like, how did that even come about for you to speak at these schools?
Yeah, so and that's an interesting question, and I'm glad that you asked that. So pretty much, I'm unsigned. I do this myself. You know what I'm saying? 100% indie. At the same time, I'm definitely gonna be building that team and all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, folks reach out to the email.
Nice.
Like literally.
Nice.
Schools then reached out to the email, and it's just like that. It's an email thing, and it's not a, hey, can I come do this, or you know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I didn't do something at Berkeley, because
why?
it was, no, you know what? I was feeling myself at the time, and
man, that's the backyard.
I know, but the Berkeley wasn't trying to pay me though.
Oh no, I feel you.
And I was just like, how is everybody else showing me love though? You know, I was feeling myself. Now I'll probably, it'll be different, but like, before I was like, how?
No, I feel you. You
know
listen, bro. You're getting paper here and there, but at the same time, look at. I'm not. You're a grown man for real.
Yes, sir.
Like, I've been following your career for a long time, but what I'm saying is like, just no one needs to do what the fuck I do. I'm just saying like what my mind state was and whatever you said. You said you was feeling yourself. I feel myself once a day, and I'd be like, yo, that's the time in that day that I usually fuck up an opportunity because I thought I was too cool or whatever, blah blah. And my wife come and bring me back to life.
Respect, brother.
And be like, listen, let me check you real quick.
I love hearing that.
You ain't shit. And I'm like, you right, babe. I'm not. Okay, cool. Let me go. Boom.
See,
but like, if someone from my neighborhood, from Koreatown, from K-Town, LA, like hit me up, like boom. But like, damn, dog. Next time, Berkeley, that's your backyard. You got to show them love and just do it up free beyond the fact that they home. You know what I'm saying?
Got you, family. And I appreciate you saying that, and I will. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it definitely. Life is very interesting. That's what I'm saying. 30, like, I'm just more humble, like in a good way. Like, it just a lot of life experiences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just life experiences have brought me, just to the place where it's like, okay, like I actually, like, I value money. 'Cause I really didn't value money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you seem like the way you used to talk. I was like, this motherfucker like a hippie, bro.
Yeah,
He like Jesus Christ. He like
respect, brother.
You was like, okay, $100, $2,000, $4, 16. Fuck, motherfucker. Listen, if I could eat, I got some water, cool. That's like the image you put. I was like, this dude is immortal.
Yeah,
he ain't even a real. He's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is. But see, that's why I'm here today, and I appreciate you for seeing that, and that's like a big thing for me to, like. That's why I do what I do. I like to. That's the message I want to get across, like the positivity, and it's a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of complex, ideas of what's going on, and like that's just with the music. I'm just trying to bring people closer to me without saying too much. And like a song on my new tape is called "I Stopped Talking, But I Still Rap." And it's like,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy. Like I kind of been, like I stopped talking, but I still rap. So I just choose what I say now, because a lot of people be real funny.
No, man, they funny and everything. And more importantly, what I wanted to say was there was a couple athletes. There's a couple people I thought about it, but I said, you know what, man? I've talked to a lot of these cats. My following has grown as far as this podcast goes. I said, listen, man.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you, man. It's not about that so much. What I wanted to do is, listen, man, it's been a minute since I've heard from you or heard, certain things. Sometimes people lay in the cut because they out there, you know what I'm saying? And again, I said something in my last episode about a lot of these kids is down with the microwave era. They microwaving food, they microwaving music, they microwaving their lifestyle. And it's like, bro, if you don't let and let a plant grow, if you don't fucking let, saying something in the cook in the pot, stir slow, like that, how E40, how Earl Stevens says, you got to let that shit stir. And, you know what I'm saying? He'd be cooking up shit in the kitchen. And it's like, all right, well, I wanted to give you a platform.
Appreciate that, bro.
To say something, because, you just dropped your album today, right?
Yeah, just dropped a new mixtape, Hunchback of BasedGod. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Spotify is doing well. People is talking about it, and like my thing, I'm coming in, I'm here to push the culture forward. Like, and stuff do what it do. You know what I'm saying? We hit charts, that's love. You know what I'm saying? We do, we sell is love. At the same time, it's like I come in for the motivation that I, the people that inspired me and listening to the music, I want to get that same feeling. And, it's just like trial and error, and I'm an open book for people right now. So it's like I'm seeing where I'm going to as well, as in, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing what's going on too.
Bro,
like
before we even got started recording, I was like, wow, that's some of the best shit I've heard from especially from the first time, just talking to you, never talking to you besides through text. Yeah. So, okay, let's go back to the genesis, to the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So the pack.
Yeah, love
Vans.
the pack. Yes.
Huge hit.
Yeah.
Bro, take me through the creation of that song.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Young L told me that song went gold too. You feel me? So that's yeah. Congrats to the fam. How that song came about, from what I recall, because that was probably like damn near 2006, man, 2007 or something, you know, or before. But
bro, I think that might have been even. Was that like 2005?
That's what I'm saying. It might have been 05, 04. Like, it's crazy.
It was like
man.
05, 06.
Yeah. Like early.
It was 06, okay, but it was man, the fact that you don't, that's crazy. That's
yeah, it's
the
love.
fact that you got so much shit in your mind right now that you can't even. So, anyways, like, yeah, take me through it. Like,
so I was going to Albany High, and
shit, you was in high school.
So I was in high school. Yeah, I was in Albany High with Young L, and we was. You know, we'd be riding down the bus on San Pablo, walking, and that's when, you know, the 72 bus line. So we'd be on the 72 bus, listening to music, making jokes, hanging out. And, you know, bless his mom, she always provided a studio space for us. She had a studio. L had a studio at his house. And I don't know how he had that, you know, like, think to have a studio in high school, you know?
No, that's
like,
crazy.
That is crazy. So he deserves everything that he got. And, so L had a studio, Mike, you know, he knew how to produce and everything like that. And I believe L made that beat.
Oh shit, so he did.
So he had that beat ready, I think, already. And I came in and then I made the chorus. You know, I made the got my lines on, but they look like sneakers. You know, I'm like instantly, and that's why I always go off my first feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just okay. Like because when you know it's right, it's right. So it's like, man.
No, when it's right, bro. So you came up with the hook.
Yeah.
You know, reeled everyone in.
Yeah.
I remember you used to wear them fucking crazy ass Vans. I was like, the motherfucker wearing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Them dirty ones. Them dirty. Hey, look.
So the first time you heard the beat, you was at Young L's house.
Young L's pad. Yep. From what I recall, had his house, and we was in the front room, and he played that beat, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. And the thing was, they Young L, Keith, they were the skateboarders, the Stunner Man, you know, Keith Jenkins.
Yeah.
And they was the skateboarders of the group. So they was really in the vans. And I was looking at them. And so when I came in with that, I was looking at them like paying them respect, you know, because it's like they doing that and I'm embracing their culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like the skateboarding culture. And it just made sense, because it's like I wasn't skateboarding like that, but I got a chance to get the luxuries because they were, you know what I'm saying? So like folks, they automatically thought I was skateboarding, and the skateboarding culture accepted me. But at the same time, I think my attitude was skateboard, but I just wasn't on the board.
So like during that time when the song blew up, give me a moment that stood out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got, like, you had a hit song out there, like was there a particular moment that stood out? Like tell me what was going through at that time period, like that whole 2006.
I mean, you know, the life is my whole life is just always felt like a dream. That's what I'm saying. I don't be feeling like it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
dope, man.
Crazy. But I mean, I was in school, bro, like El Cerrito High on 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it was like I always lived this life. See, my thing, that's what I'm saying. It was like I've lived a humble life to where like I would be, you know, on TV, go back to the hood, you know, or like go, you know, do this, go to this rapper house, famous rapper, go back to the hood. Never tell where you stay, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? We keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know, it's like, it was just a crazy like lifestyle, you know, like cause it's like friends at school, people, associates, they was treating me different, and I wasn't having no money. So like I was always dealing with people like looking at me differently and treating me differently before I even had some money though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, so that was just weird for me coming up, beautiful as a kid. And it's just a unique, like, I look at fame like I look at it like, shit, if you don't like somebody, wish fame on them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's deep.
Because a lot of people don't make it through that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fame. and all that comes with it. Like,
imagine the fame and then you lose the fame. It just fucking destroy you because you just feel like you've been like spit out and whatever, or for whatever reason, just mess with your mind a little bit. Some people find the peace in it and be like, yo, I want to be left alone, but I'm in an Uber today and I'm going from Japantown off, right there on Post and like by where the Kabuki Theater is, and I'm going back here towards Union Square, and I'm in the car and I'm like, yo, motherfuckers are screaming my name outside the store, outside the Uber, whoopty whoop, and just looking at me crazy, whatever. I see people looking at me inside the Uber in the car, and I just be like, yo, man, whatever, it is what it is. And then I think about it, I'm like, yo, man, I really don't wish this shit on nobody. Like,
right.
Like, not that I do, but if I were to try to creep, like, I'm a married man, whatever, but like, it's like, you can't do shit. And I'm talking about how about just to creep, just to go. What if you just want to just be on wear your pajamas and go somewhere? Like, you can't do nothing. People just want to take a picture of one guy, get shit out. That's deep. But listen,
it's crazy, bro.
That's a bar though. When you say, yo, you don't like somebody, wish success on them. Wow.
I mean, that's straight for your podcast first. This is first.
It's crazy, yeah.
We keeping it real here though. That's what I'm saying. I'm excited to, talk to you and to give some gems from me, from my true soul, because
This is amazing. I'm so happy to have you here, So,
gotcha.
Okay, so you said Vans dropped, let's say in 2006, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think the major differences are between the music industry then and music industry now?
Man, what's crazy? I like that it was, I don't even think Twitter and Instagram was out back then.
Nah, Twitter didn't drop till like 08. Yeah.
You feel me? So it was like,
it was MySpace, fam.
Man, MySpace.
Top 8.
Shout out. Wiz Khalifa was the first person I seen on Twitter. I'm gonna keep it 100, and that's what made me go to Twitter. But that was you posting up flyers, you going to the DJ mix shows. You know what I'm saying? Like really
college radio, everything. Yeah,
man. Like it was more footwork, and it was a different time. I think it was like, people was really famous back then too at the same time.
Yeah, and it was more earned fame, I feel like.
Yeah, very much.
You feel me?
Dude.
Now,
very
like
much.
the fan cuts so quick, and it's like they don't. But like what I'm saying is like, because remember I was in the music business, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Record deals are definitely structured different.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think was it a better time to come up as an artist then or now?
Now, then, because thank God, like all the deals I signed and like, everybody kept it 100, and I knew what I was signing. Like, Short and all them, they kept it 100. Everybody, because like you could sign a deal that cripple you though,
100%.
and like, or you don't, you might sign away, your publishing, or you sign away your master rights, to the song. And I'm still learning about all that kind of stuff. What I'm saying?
I didn't know about it till my 3rd year in the business.
Respect.
And there was this book by Kashif. It's called Everything You Need to Know About the Record Business. And I said, listen, I need to fuck around and hit this book harder than any school book I've read in my entire life. Because
big facts. It's real.
When I read it, to this day, right now, I don't give a fuck how many attorneys you got or whatever. I'm talking about the artists themselves. I would say maybe 75% of these artists out here, successful ones too, don't even know every single from A to Z record contract. They just don't know.
And that's the crazy thing. Like if you talk to these artists, like they don't know about the like both sound exchange, like you getting paid as a label and the artist, like, so it's different.
Splits, man. They don't know splits. They don't know publishing right. They don't know shit. They don't know producers. They don't know what this is. They don't know when a sample comes in. You got to give up this. That's why no one samples anymore. There's a lot of things.
See, that's like why I kind of took a step back, not really, but really because I wanted to learn about the business. Like I've been learning about, like teaching myself how to produce. I taught myself how to produce, and like my albums is charting and stuff like that too. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. And I had to show myself that I can do it, and just to make sure, like shit, if anything happens, God forbid everybody leave you, you could still make an album by yourself, or like come up with some music. And it's like I take pride in all that. Like I mean, the music industry, dude, like. I mean, I'm still here, doing my bookkeeping, and it's like for my taxes and stuff like that. And it's like, I feel like
it's just real, man.
It's very real. And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of that kind of shit, like all that kind of shit, it takes, like, that's what I'm saying. It's success. Like, it's like, all right, that dude got a #1 hit. Why was them taxes hit if you don't know about it? Or like all these, it's this business, this whirlwind that's going to come at him or her. And it's like, you got to be able to maneuver. And I'm excited to see the artists that actually maneuver it and do it well.
Well, there's people who are enormous and they have no choice but to get, because it's just too much money to count. But like someone like me, I have an accountant. Me and him have a great relationship. And a lot of people be like, yo, man, you fucking crazy. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you got a black accountant? I'm like, yeah, man.
Wow.
Motherfucker, he black as a motherfucker. His name is Suleiman, man. He Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real Muslim. Like, his dad ran with Public Enemy.
Wow,
but
okay,
he also represents some major cats in the business.
Yeah.
I don't want to start breaking down, but he
Yes,
represents major hitters, right? And
can't judge nobody.
I check my paper every day. I check everything, right?
Yeah.
So like a lot of these people, they don't check. They check their personal. They don't know what being incorporated. They don't know this. Oh, they just think like whatever, and they go spend all the shit and don't think twice about it. So like it's smart that well, not you, just you, but I'm saying like if you don't sit back, you know what I'm saying, and study up on your finances, taxes, everything else, then I mean, someone should be looking out for you. But even when they're looking out for you,
right,
you got to have someone looking at them too. So like it's a.
And I've been like, it's like, I don't even really expect nobody to look like, that's why I'm here. Cause now my thing, I think with me is being able to trust and be like, okay, or like hire. And that's something I want to see what you think, cause it's like, I think my thing is like, it's hard for me to let folks in and to see what's going on, or to like, I'm like, how do people just hire people and let them come around them, or like weird. Or just like it's like, and that's been my thing, kind of like, like hiring and firing. I'm not good at that. Like I be wanting to, I like, bitch, you need to be here for life, like my bad, like what I'm saying. But I'm like, I'm kind of looking like, I'm trying to make them life plays, but I don't know if that's real, like I don't know.
People
if that's
know
real.
me as a dick, as an asshole, as a jerk, whatever.
That's dope.
Until you get me as a dope, man. But I'm just real. But the thing is this,
dude,
I can't fire people. I have a hard time doing that shit because I start getting like, fuck, man, this dude got this, and this.
Right. Start thinking
he got a kid. He got to worry about this. Like if he's just on some other shit, like, oh, he went to go buy some Balenciagas, blah blah. Okay, get him the fuck out of here. Right. I'll fire him immediately. But people is that supporting people is hard.
It's different, and nah, man, and like that's the thing too. It's just been like who. So, but I see like maybe it's about creating a network. A management conglomerate, because
dog, it's hard to have a team, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. At least, I mean,
it's why do you think so many groups break up? So many different egos and this and that, whatever. Like, and at the same time, I mean, it's different because I'm fucking old as hell. So I'll look back, be like, you know what, man, y'all got it. That's cool. I do my thing, and even if you let everybody do their thing, one person might outshine somebody, like you said, right? You was like, hey, listen. Before I had paper, you walk down the street, people look at you differently, like they knew you had some kind of swagger to you, right?
Yep.
Same with me. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying.
I know. Motherfuckers probably giving you a hard, like just like hating, like what I'm
imagine
saying?
when I had hair,
right?
Wow,
like I jealous and shit, like man.
Like there's a spot on Solano. I had a fucking high top fade. I had fucking the Gumby shit. I had a splits. I had fucking parts. I had kinds of crazy shit. And people were like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why you trying to be black?" I'm like, "It ain't about being black. I'm in hip hop culture, like, and be like, it's black
culture,
music."
Bro.
And I'm like, you know what, man, listen, bro, never been a color dude, but this can go on forever.
But see, that's why I wanted to like talk to you about too, because I didn't know. I wanted to see like what culture you represent, and I know you represent all of us, you know what I'm saying, like hip hop. Right. And at the same time, I'm talking about just like on some race, and then like, because I feel like you was like the first gangster. You feel me? Like, and not saying like that, but just like gangster as in this, you could tell this guy is serious. Like you can tell, and I feel like you was really pushing that line early. Like, cause it's folks now that's, you see them on YouTube. It's like, okay, we see, but you was like out here only.
Yeah. Fuck YouTube. Listen, check it out, man.
Right.
I think you noticed like, okay, first off, let's take it back to Albany.
Right.
1990. There's a small little school in the borderline of Albany, all the way up the top of Solano. There's an ice cream parlor. I forgot what the fuck it was called. Behind the ice cream parlor was a little place called Thousand Oaks. It was a little elementary school. They had dunk courts.
Yeah, I fuck with Thousand Oaks.
They had 8.5 foot, 9 foot courts, right? I used to go there and it'd be motherfuckers from the hood, from everywhere. People would come from everywhere, bro. Motherfuckers came from Richmond. People came from Oakland. People came from Berkeley. And people came from all over the place. I was the first dude that didn't give a fuck and would try to baseline dunk on 4 or 5 black people. I didn't give a fuck.
I love that.
But why would I care though? I don't care what color you are, right? I'm going in there and trying to, and they're like, oh, you trying to embarrass me? No, bro. I'm trying to win, dog.
Yes,
I don't give a fuck what color it is. And then like, they were like, oh man, who threw the ball over the gate? And I was like, oh no, it was them fucking 2 black dudes over there, man. Or I said, them black motherfuckers over there. They go, why they gotta be black? And I was like,
Right.
Because they were black, bro.
Right, yeah,
And I said, why they gotta be motherfuckers? It's because they fucking threw the ball over. Well, fuck them. I don't give a fuck if they white, yellow, fucking green.
Yeah.
Or what the fuck.
Yeah.
So that behavior of me treating everyone like a human and not about skin color.
Equally.
Yeah. That was it. And I was vocal and
Love that.
that's what it was, man.
But see, being vocal, I respect that a lot. Like getting to 30, like, you know, because I think I've been one of those easygoing guys. Like I like to just be like not too much friction and shit like that. But I see getting older that there is value with being stern or like having your opinion or like niggas knowing like, oh, Ben Bauer just not gonna fake, you know, and just say some, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga gonna say what he say, or like motherfucker ain't just.
But you know, they say the Dalai Lama says sometimes the best answer is no answer, right?
Right. At
At the same time, yeah, but then part of me is like, if you got something to say, man, don't be a hoe, man. Say that shit, bro. That shit kind of like, man, something just don't sit right with me sometimes. Like sometimes my wife, she'll hold it in. I just like, man, she's mad at me. And I'm like, babe, listen, your energy speaks so much louder than your words. What the fuck is really wrong?
What's up,
okay,
what's up? Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So
speak on that.
my next question, bro.
Yes, sir.
Who is your favorite Bay Area producer?
Wow. So I'm glad that you asked that. So there's a lot. I mean, Bay Area production. I mean, I was just listening to Tone Capone. He produced the 3 Times Crazy. Like I forgot which one. The Keep It on the Real. So he produced that. So Tone Capone. I like obviously Young L. I like June on the Beat. He from Sacramento. That's Bay Area though.
I kind of give like, cause Mozzie, my boy Mozzie from Bay. I like man, Sac is to me. Let me tell you something. To me, Sac feel more like the Bay than San Jose.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Right. No, Sac been
once
pushing a lot.
Once you get south of San Mateo, like Silicon Valley, I just don't. With how they roll, how they vibe.
San Jose pretty gangster though.
They are, but listen, let them be their own thing though.
Right, yeah, for sure. San Jose is definitely it's you know, like because I was spending some time in downtown San Jose. Shout out to Stife. I was doing a lot of production there, working out there, and it was like that downtown San Jose is something different, bro. Like I don't know what's going on because it's like it's a lot of money down there at the same time.
Listen, bro, San Jose,
it's different.
I was pushing through San Jose going to Milpitas.
Yeah, okay.
And on the way to Milpitas, I see some Mexicans, right? They in a pickup truck. And I'm not saying this should be racist. It's true. I saw some pickup truck. Then I seen some white dudes on Harleys, right? And they look like, these motherfuckers look like they just had like jelly sandwiches in their back pockets. Like they look crazy as fuck, right? Then I seen some random ass Indian dude who looked like, you know, he looked like he's about to go do some telemarketing.
That sounds like San Jose already, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And I was like, what the fuck? Then I saw some Asians, you know, like some super crazy Vietnamese dudes.
Yeah.
And like, let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of gang fights. I've seen a lot of crazy fights, especially because Koreatown is a Korean hood. You know, I mean, it's an Asian area. I've seen a lot of gang fights. One of the craziest gang fights I ever seen was in San Jose. I seen a motherfucking 20 on 20. It looked like a fucking kung fu theater. It was crazy. I seen a motherfucker jump on a car, jump off the car and kick a motherfucker. I seen people pull out knives and shit. I'm like, bro, it was crazy. It was some straight up.
I mean, look, bro, some gangster shit. Like see, I don't know what you feel me, because that's what I'm saying. It you know. See, as I'm getting older, I'm glad because niggas don't sound less ignorant and shit. Cause that's what I'm saying. It's different. So it's a town over here. Not sure. You know what I'm saying? It might be a Koreatown. You know what I'm saying?
There's no real Koreatown over here, but yeah.
So it might. So whatever town it is, you feel me? Like niggas up over there, they got the meat market and shit like that. It's a meat. Man, folks was up in there like the gang went up in there extorting the meat market. This was like 5-10 years ago or something like that. Out in Oakland, it was a big thing. Folks getting shot in the market. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm like, man, it'd be real. Like, and I think my Asian brothers, if I'm saying it correctly, my niggas is with the shit.
Let me tell you something, man. Some of the scariest gangsters,
I swear to
in the Asian triad world. Triads are like the top, right?
Yeah,
Yakuza. So the triads I'm Korean, so it's different. Koreans there are a lot of Koreans in Yakuza. We'll get into that whole different thing. But the OG triad gangs, very powerful. They're Chinese people. They're the biggest population of people in the world on Earth. They occupy fucking 1/3 of the fucking world's population.
Humbly.
Chinatown here. If you've seen Chinatown in San Francisco, there's projects here. It's real Chinese projects. You know what I'm saying? It's project housing.
Respect.
Chinatown is the real OG. That's where Bruce Lee came to He came to America. He came to Chinatown here in San Francisco. So San Francisco now, if you think about fucking Raymond Chow, what's his name? Fucking if you Google it, they did National Geographic. They did this thing. The OG real killers, they was in Chinatown here in San Francisco. They expanded to Oakland. You don't listen. Bro, I don't give a fuck how deep of a black gang or Mexican gang or anything. They just left them alone because they was really crazy.
Saying, bro.
They was leaving bodies left and right, and it was a big ordeal. And then finally, them dudes got life, and a couple people doing this, that, and the third. But going back to producers, bro.
Right. It happens, man. It sways, man.
Going back to producers. Though. So is there anybody else you could think of that's like
Rick Rock, obviously.
Oh yeah, no Rick Rock. Yeah.
Rick Rock. I'm trying to think. Obviously, Mechanics is dope. Cheese on the Slab. I'm just trying to think of people like producers that's coming to me just automatically. Bedrock.
Who's a big ass producer from here? I don't really keep.
That's
what
I'm saying. Big producers.
Like anybody produce like G-Eazy or Kehlani music?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like those producers, they're hella big. I'm just trying to think. I mean, like I am a big producer, but like the people who's producing like Kehlani and G-Eazy music, I'm not exactly sure that produce.
Is Sage a Gemini from the Bay?
Yeah, Sage big. Yeah,
Sage from the Bay, right?
Yeah, Sage is big. That was a big motivation too, because dude was on the radio and shit. Huge records.
I met him at the Ferrari dealership. How crazy is that? Wow. He seen me and he was like, "Oh, what you doing in here?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just picking up another car." And he was like, he was in there, and it's funny. He was like, "Okay, of course you are, Ben."
Right.
He showed major love. He's a good dude.
That's big. Yeah.
So this one question, I'm waited. I've been wanting to ask this forever.
Yes, sir.
I've been wanting to ask this question for 10 years.
Respect, man.
Bro, how the fuck and why the fuck did you put my name in the I Cook song? Like, why did you put...
Hey, you were...
No, but bro, why 30 on my dicks because I look like Ben? Please just tell me why that bar even came about.
It's really respect, Like, it was love, man. Okay. 30 on my dick because I look like Ben Baller. Like, it was, man, it's the culture. Like, and especially at that time, it's like, shit, I was thinking about you. But at the same time...
Crazy. Now, what if you knew I went to Albany? Would that fuck you up?
But see, that's God, though. Damn, that's because... Or the spirit, whatever you believe in. Because, like, yeah, man, I mean, I was just thinking about somebody today, and they hit me. I'm like, oh, Sal Castaneda. He from the Bay Area. He the weatherman. The weatherman, hella cool. We hang out and shit like that. We've hung out. But Sal Castaneda, he's the weatherman. He do the traffic. I was just thinking about him. And then he hits me up on Twitter.
I know Sal.
I'm like, dude, I was just thinking about you.
Hold on. So who produced that song?
Which one?
That I Cook.
So that was produced by G5 Kids. And so that was like Soulja Boy's folks and stuff like that.
Right. It had a feel of that Soulja Boy feel to it.
They produced Pretty Boy Swag. So the same people that made that.
So I hear it and he was like, I cook, I chef. Yeah. And then that dance, the cooking dance went viral.
Yes, sir. So that's the cooking dance sports celebration. So it ended up, morphing into like a sports thing. You know what I'm saying?
And your Vans was dirty as a motherfucker. And someone said, because I didn't understand what was going on, right? So some dude pulled up in the Sloss and was like, nah, Lil B said, he not going to change his Vans till he get like 10 million or something. I forgot what he said. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And I was like, bro, them motherfuckers is hurt. Them shits was...
No, they was, man.
But it was dope. It was like, listen, you were so young. It's hilarious. I was just, listen, bro, first of all, before I go to the next question, thank you so much for that shout out, bro.
Hey, man, thank you.
That was big, bro.
Man. You the culture, brother.
That
was
the culture, crazy, man.
I mean a lot to me that you care about that. Like, so that's,
bro, I thought about that shit so much. I was like, I was so stumped, and I was like,
dope, that's dope.
People randomly hit me up and like be like, because I look like
Ben Baller.
Facts, though. Facts. It's crazy. I'm gonna get into something about. I can't talk about it here. My wife will kill me.
Right.
So anyways, going on, man. So you have a real cult following, right? Like a super cultish following, right? People love you.
Yes, sir.
What's the weirdest or craziest run-in you've had with the fan?
Man, recently.
Ever, dog. Ever. Like, just think of the craziest run-in you've had with the fan. It had to be something, dog. Come on, man.
The craziest.
Got your dick sucked at the gas station or some shit.
I mean, it's definitely bras that be like, man, fuck, take her. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck my bitch.
Yeah, people say fuck my bitch.
Yeah, fuck my bitch. I mean, but like,
have you ever fucked someone's bitch when they said fuck my bitch?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, we literally, look, shout out to Canada. Chicks is hopping in the trunk. They hopping in the trunk for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. They hopping in the trunk. They hopping in the trunk, literally, willingly.
But I mean, is a girl just been? I don't know. Is a girl try to stab you, gone crazy? It's a fan. Like,
yeah.
no.
So it's definitely. I mean, I've had some real. It's some real supporters. I mean, it's a lady that I respect that I want to do a lot for, and who I always think about. And her name is Eriko Radiant Rainbow. She is from Osaka, Japan, I think.
Osaka, yeah.
Osaka,
okay.
You feel me? And I went to Japan and I was trying to meet her. I met her in Japan in the main city. But she was like, man, come out to Osaka. I just wasn't doing that. But she is hella cool. She helped me out a lot early in my career.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And she wrote me a lot of letters and just really appreciated my music, bro. And like really understood where I was coming from. And this was like the MySpace days. And when I lost when somebody stole my computer out of my car, I posted a message on MySpace. I remember that. And she bought me a laptop.
Oh, damn.
And I mean, I love that.
My bad. No, I'm just saying that's a positive thing. I thought you was going to tell me that right now. She's sending some pictures of your Gucci or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I know. Right. I know.
I'm like, nah, what that Japanese pussy look like? No,
right.
I'm joking, man.
But yeah, she a woman that I respect. But on some crazy, like, we dealing with the bras every day, man. But I mean,
no,
women,
trust me, I know. I'm past that. I'm old now. I'm like, I'm just.
Yeah. No, I know. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's good to look back,
Yeah.
have fun.
So, one thing that you've always done is and what's great. Listen, I always tell people, I hate people who are fake positive. I hate that shit. People be like, hey, listen, every day you do that. Man, shut the fuck up, bitch. Listen, people will say like a whole long, entire 240 words, 240 letters on Twitter, and it'd be all positivity. And I'll reply, because I know them, because then I'd like that in real life. And I'll reply back, man, eat a fucking dick, you fucking bitch. Fucking clown. Right. So you're about real positivity, which is real. I'm sitting here, I've had the conversations, I've seen people. I know people who know you, right?
Yes, sir.
You're all about spreading love and positivity, right?
Right.
But you've been in some beefs before, right?
Yes.
So it's like, what does it take to piss Lil B off? Like, how do people get on your bad side?
Yeah, man. Well, beef. First, I want to say fuck Kerwin. What's the dude named Kerwin Frost? Now,
Kerwin, that's my guy. What happened to Kerwin, man?
So this is what makes people have beef, and not really, but like Kerwin put me down, and he just said some really mean things to me, and I honestly think that Kerwin likes men and that he found out I wasn't gay, and I think he got really mad at me. No, honestly, because I'm just like, why are you saying all this mean stuff to me on text? And and maybe he'll be able to answer that on your podcast.
Oh wow!
But
I'm gonna have to have Kerwin on the podcast.
Yeah, because it was mean.
I just met him.
Yeah.
And it's love, whatever.
Yes, sir.
He's a unique dude too, right? And everything.
Love, yeah.
I don't know anything, but yeah, I mean, so what
he's a chatty patty.
My question, bro. But what?
He might tell you secrets.
Can you elaborate on like what did he say? That was me.
So pretty much, I posted a chick on my Twitter like that had a I love Lil B, and
I remember that. Yeah, okay.
People were shaming her for how she looked. Like she looked younger, but obviously she was 18 or older than 18 actually, and but people were still shaming her. They're like, oh, she looks young, or you're posting young girls and shit like that. I'm like, dude, the guy already got the ID. She's in a relationship. She has kids. She a kid. Like, this is a grown woman. Now people might look however they look, but then it's like, yes, and then like, so they're like shaming me for how she looks. Like, dude, this is how she looks. And pretty much, Kerwin, he's hitting me like, I can't believe you did this. Like, like posting this girl. He's like, I can't work with you or put this out. And it's like, dude,
did he fact check at least? He didn't even
fact check. That's what I'm saying. And then it's like, you know, I felt like he spread that negativity towards Cash App, you know what I'm saying, and like all that over there. And that's what I'm saying. This is a first. So I've never talked about this with anybody. But that's what I'm saying. Like I felt like No, we not. That's what I'm saying. We never tea. Yeah, no, never tea. But it's just like some things be in my heart where it's like I gotta, you know, put that out because that hurt me. I was like, I actually. That's what I'm saying. Like, how you feel about dude? Like he cool. When I first met him, I'm like, oh yeah, they cool, man, Spaghetti Boys. But then at the same time, you know, he instantly telling me shit like right when we met, like, you know, chatty patty type shit. So it's like telling secrets. So it's like once I look back, it's like, okay, he one of them type of niggas. And, you know, it's like that's the industry. And like that's what I've been learning and getting stronger. Cause it did hurt. I was like, damn, like he was playing my music like a fan and shit. And then I'm like, okay, this dude, he fuck with me, he know what's up. And then like to be judged like that. And that's why like the Hunchback of BasedGod, that new mixtape and the cover means so much to me. It means so much to me because it's like people will really judge you and ridicule and like without yes. And it's like I don't get how people act like somebody just can't post a article about you, you know, just pay for it real quick, post an article. And, you know, it's like, so, and people are just running with shit. And
let me tell you something real quick, man. Some drama happened here in the Bay, Oracle Arena, Game 5, NBA Finals. Game 5 or Game 6. It was Game 5 or Game 6. I'm sitting on the floor. I'm not courtside. I'm courtside, not sitting direct, you know, row AA. I'm sitting in row BB, right? And I'm on the floor, whatever, boom. I'm at the game and a fight broke out. Okay. Now, a black man threw somebody down that was fucking with him. This black man has a lot of power. I fuck with dude, right? Mm-hmm. And I respected him. And tell you the truth, when he threw down somebody of power, he was my all-time hero. Because I'm not really fond of the police and just the whole how they get all crazy to sell whatever. And he let him know what time it was. And it was the first time in my life probably that I ever seen something like that happen. And so I fuck with dude. So check this out. The news, I'm talking maybe 17,000 people call my office, call my store, trying to reach me because I had posted some videos. And it was like, everyone talked to me. I said, bro, I don't need to talk to nobody. Right? So finally I was like, you know what, man, let me clear this dude's air up. I don't want to get him in trouble. Yeah. So I decided to kind of lie a little bit, right? Because I wanted to say something less. And these reporters, the real ones that really respect their journalism, I respect them now. Because you want to know why? This bro was like, listen, I'm one of the biggest reporters here in Toronto. I know what you're doing. And I was like, hold on, bitch, you don't know me. Fuck, you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like this. She goes, no, listen, Ben. I've been doing this a long time. I have footage of this, and this. This girl wouldn't give up. She's like one of them, you know what I'm saying? She really gonna get the story.
Yeah. Real journalism.
She knew that I was holding something back.
Yeah.
And so she still gave me a shout out on her story. But the thing was, she went and fact checked. She's like, and she said, she goes, I'm gonna tell you this why. In today's day and age, if you find out what the truth is and everything else, it's going to be so much better. Whether people be like, oh man, fuck you, who cares anyway, and whatever, because people just want to be mad regardless, right? You got 16-year-old kids from Atlanta talking about, no, Black Lives Matter, man, fuck you, a culture vulture.
Right.
Bitch, you don't even know me.
You don't even know. Yeah, you don't even know.
Man, when your dad was listening to music, I was fucking in the game. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you talking about, oh, you quit, man, I ain't got time for all that. But what I'm getting at is,
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
She wasn't trying to have no bullshit. So what I don't appreciate, which to tell you the truth again, I don't know, because again, there's 3 sides to every story. There's your side, there's the other side, and then there's the truth, right? Somewhere in between. So we'll get into that another time. But the problem is, if people do some more fact checking, though.
Yes.
Some people don't want to know the truth, though.
They don't want to know.
They don't want to know the truth.
And that's just the thing. Like,
I'm gonna holler at Kerwin for real, but
and holler at him. Like I forgive him for that. I'll never fuck with him how I did, but I forgive him. For that, and it hurt, you know, it hurt me, but like I said, it's good, and it made me stronger because it showed me like people they'll sell you out, they'll do anything, you know, like, and this is the world we live in. It's like it's a tightrope out here, you know what I'm saying? It's a tightrope, yeah, bro. It's a fine rope.
One strike, you ain't get no 3 strikes. You get one strike.
That's what I'm saying. Like like, bro. So man, you said it one.
So with that, like, do you have any beefs going on still or no?
So no problems, no beef going on. It's all love, man. Like,
That's beautiful.
you feel me? Like, really.
Can I say something though?
Mm-hmm.
That one incident.
Yep.
When you still end up performing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, man. Listen, bro. Like, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Being that shit was here in the Bay.
Yeah.
I personally appreciate that someone didn't come by and just listen. I'm just saying,
Yes,
like,
sir.
I just felt like,
Yes, sir.
you know, like the Bay should have, someone, you know, saying should have stood up for you, man. It should have never been like, but it is what it is, because
Yes, sir.
you know,
Yes, sir. You know
I got no beef with nobody, but
Yes,
it's like,
sir.
that
Yes, sir.
sucks, man.
No, and yes, and like I say, you know, it's a learning experience, and you learn. Like I said, it did. You know, you look at some people like, damn. At the same time, the streets, they took care of me, and that's just the main thing. The streets took care of me, and it's positive. You know, positive energy, like, because
That's all you want, man.
yeah, because that situation, it was like, it kind of was depressing, because it's like, this is not what I'm in it for. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Like, and that's what, like,
I was talking about this shit with a random dude, a friend of mine, right? And it was like, if you had a gangster rapper who's talking about, man, fuck this bitch, fuck that bitch. Oh no, fuck you ain't shit. Oh, I fucked your bitch. Oh, motherfucker, I get more money than you. I got more change with. Okay, cool. I get it. Okay, y'all jump on this dude. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But like you,
Come on,
like
bruh.
even like some like that's like jumping on like fucking what's the white dude to get with the red hair? What the fuck's the guy's name? The fucking singer. He's a dope ass singer. He's got enormous hits. What's his name? Fucking
Red
dun,
dude.
dun, 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 dun. Club. What the fuck's his name, man?
Dude with the red hair.
The fucking enormous pop star, dude.
Right dude with red hair. That's a dude.
What the fuck is his fucking name? Hold on. We gonna fucking keep
that's what I'm
talking
saying.
shit,
No,
and I'm just gonna be like, fuck you. I'm just gonna keep talking about the fucking
I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking. Right, red hair though.
Ed Sheeran, dude.
Ed Sheeran.
I'm saying, like, could you imagine someone jumping here? Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, this
Yeah,
is crazy.
Love. But
So listen, let's no more beef shit.
yeah, none of that,
So,
man. It's not.
You from Berkeley.
Yeah.
Okay, you from Berkeley.
Yeah.
By the way, man, shout out to Top Dog, shout out to Fat Slice, shout out to Telegraph Avenue.
Yes. Organic greens too.
You're from Berkeley, okay? G-Eazy from the right. So let me ask you a question. So what are your first memories of G-Eazy, and when did you guys meet?
Yeah, man. My first memories of G really is like him being a star, going into this I like a venue, literally. I mean, it had to have been like 5,000-10,000 people, and like most of them was women. Like most of them were girls, and everybody loved them. Like the show, this is when he did the album, that song, Just You and I. You know what I'm saying? That was out. And dude, like that brother right there. And yeah, he just like G-Eazy, like just hanging out with him, even too before that concert, like hanging out with him at his place in Frisco, mansion in Frisco. And it's like, I just seen how legit and real he was, and how much he cared about the culture.
I fuck with dude. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude, bro. And like, you know, it's like, because you don't, like, when people pay homage and care about the people that was before, or like people that inspire you, like those kind of people are special. That will,
Especially when you're on like this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you on, because you don't have to, like, you
No,
don't gotta be
have to.
like, you don't have to, bro. Like,
Listen, man, he performed at the Fox Theater in Oakland.
Yeah.
And it was like a legendary thing, right? To come back, he took the BART to the show, bro. Like, I'm like,
Listen.
hey, dog. Hey, first of all, you're getting too real now.
right.
Then peep game. He invited me to the show, right? So he invite me to the show. I meet this Filipino rapper who Pilo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He like you know, hearing a lot. I hear a lot about dude, right?
Yeah.
And then actually opened up for him is Trippie Redd, and I see Trippie. I never met Trippie before, and we met each other, whoop de whoop, and
good guy too.
Trippie's a good dude.
Yeah.
He DM'd me like always cool shit, wanted me to make some jewelry, just never made it happen.
Yeah.
And he's crazy, by the way. I looked at dude in his face, walked in his dressing room, and like when I walked into the room, he looked like he just destroyed everything in there. So I looked at him, I was like, all right, you know what, check this out, bro. I felt the spirit real strong. I said, no, let me get, I backstepped, I said, let me get the fuck out this room. This motherfucker crazy, right? So I walk out the room.
Yep.
G-Eazy pulled me into this trailer. We started talking. He treated me like a one-on-one special.
Yes, sir.
Never really sat down with dude. I don't even know why he started following me, whatever. He just started following me. We met, whatever. I used to call him G Sinatra. like Frank Sinatra.
For real though,
like,
because he got that kind of swag.
and he a handsome dude, right?
Yes. Movie star.
I'm masculine and
we can let him know. We'll let y'all know.
Dude is a good looking dude.
Yes, we'll let y'all know.
He got swag out of this world, right? So he goes up on stage, crushes it. It's legendary because we're on Telegraph. He doing this show, and the motherfucker calls me out and brings me on stage. I'm like, "Fuck is you bring me on stage for?" He goes, "Bro, he goes, you have to be on stage."
Yeah,
bro.
they know. They know.
Boom, brings me out. They do the fucking the Cardi B ASAP Rocky song. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking problems.
And they're just doing all the songs. Boom, and it's crazy. So I'm like, all right, listen, man, Jeezy, you really a good dude, right? Every time I see him, he's always solid.
Oh my God.
Games, whatever. Always showing love to fucking E40.
Good
and
dude,
just like
bro.
we talked about a few things too. I was like, yo, man, we got to go hit Gordo's.
Yeah.
But I know y'all was from there, so I was asking, what your relationship was like and everything.
He's man, and like I say, I mean, when you go, like, he's a humble dude, man. Like, it's like when you go on tour with like everybody that goes on tour with G-Eazy is just blessed with a bag, like, because he's selling out the show by himself. Yeah. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you go on, like, I've seen it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so that's just an all around.
So you stay in touch with them a little bit?
Yeah. I like, man, you'll be surprised, dude. A lot of people in the industry I be talking to, like, that's what.
Oh, no, I'm not surprised, bro.
Yeah, love.
You a legend, bro. Listen, man, listen. I own a company with ASAP Rocky, and Rocky fuck with you so heavy, and like, even like he talk about like, I remember, like, listen,
I fuck with ASAP heavily, bro.
Rocky is real weird about his social media. He don't really like put Instagram's got to be an artistic type pic here and there, but he'll tweet things, right? He don't respond back to people unless he clap, like talking shit about Tyler or some shit, like making fun of the homies. Like, he'll respond back to you. You feel me? Like, that's he got love for you.
No, I got love. I mean, yeah, when he said he opened up a new office in LA, I was like, God dang.
Nah, he crushing
y'all?
it, bro.
That's y'all?
He crushing. No, well,
y'all got other stuff?
There's an umbrella.
Okay.
The umbrella is called OG, right?
Yeah.
Let me go back into something funny, man. So you had this long-standing feud with KD.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Kevin became friends like in the last year.
Yeah, shout out to KD.
That's my guy. And his manager's an old friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
You even released a track called Fuck KD.
Yeah, God bless. You know I love
Kevin,
him,
listen, I love.
Yeah, you know I love him. I just want to play some
First of all,
man.
just so you know, Kevin sponsored part of the studio. These are his headphones, everything. Like,
I mean, he probably owned a couple buildings out here and stuff too. Like,
Kevin is serious about his 35 ventures. He's serious.
Wow.
So thank you. First of all, again, let me say
thank
again.
you for the headphones,
Kevin. Thank you for the headphones. Thank you for the
big job.
Master Dynamics.
Shout out to Lil KD, man.
How was it when he came to the Bay? You know what I'm saying, to play for Golden State? Like,
epic. I mean, epic. Like, literally, it changed. I mean, we won back to back, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's like, dude.
So you guys are cool then?
Yeah, I'm cool with him. Like I say, like, man, God bless his mom. I got a chance to meet his mom when we were filming for stuff for ESPN on, I forgot what episode and what day it was. I think it was during the playoffs. But yeah, it was like, I felt like they set us up because it was like right when I pulled up, they would like the production. They was telling me, they was like, yeah, we're gonna have KD mom on the show, and like my heart started beating. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all trying to do this to me? So
damn.
I was like,
you
man,
know, motherfucker 7 feet tall, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro. So I pull up. Then his mom, I think his mom's is already there, or they pull up, and I just had to, swallow my spit, and get brave and say, hey, Mama Durant. I say, I'm like, all that curse stuff you heard, that ain't, it was over with. Man.
I mean, I've had my experience with most of my life I grew up around black people, around some Asians and a lot of Jewish people, but like, yes, sir. My mom was crazy as fuck, right? But I just, something about, the respect that you have for a black woman, you know what I'm saying? Just what they go through in life and everything, and just raising a son or whatever. Yes, sir. I never met her, but she seemed cool.
Yeah, big love, man. No, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for all of us, and like as I've gotten, I got respect for the struggle for because at first I used to be thinking for real, and really before I got like that situation happened, where I, got jumped and all that, it was like I was before that, like I was like on some like why is the world fucked up to black people, or like everybody, you know what I'm saying, like against, like, which is whatever, but I don't even think like that no more. Like I don't be thinking like folks are racist or like what, it's just like because before I didn't used to understand, like, I think the Republican people or something like that, or like black Republicans, show they'd be like, I'm not like that though. Like, I still, Democrat or whatever too. You feel me? Like, whatever's going on, I'm not into that shit. I don't really know.
Listen, bro, you're talking to me,
yeah,
and where I stand in life, and that I'm not really,
I'm not
about it.
But like
but I do just like, fuck, man. There's just so much like, and I won't get into it here, but because we have such a fire show.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a legendary show for 10 years down the line.
Sir.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
So.
Yeah, just let it be.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, but it's a lot of beautiful life and a lot of beautiful people.
No, for sure. Let me ask you this, man. So when you perform, right, and you do a Little B show.
Yes, sir.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer performing like in an intimate set, or do you like doing a festival set?
Both. I'll perform in a locker, like for real, bro. Like,
no, I'm serious though. Do you like a smaller club setting, or do you like the big fucking?
I love festivals. I love festivals.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
I love festivals. I think, but also clubs get real personal. Like you.
Like that's what I said. It's intimate.
Yeah, like the intimate. The shows or whatever. Like I'm just about performing like wherever, and I'm just happy that people rock with me because, like I said, it's still like
it's a blessing, bro.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Cause like I said, I'm just like bro, like I be walking Pablo, like, and I still get like to this day, like, it was crazy. I was a couple days ago, maybe like a week or two ago, I was, it's gonna sound crazy, but I was walking through East Oakland and yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. It's gonna sound crazy, but it was at the right time.
Right.
I have a nice walk that, it's like a 10-mile. Because you could walk from San Leandro.
Come on, bro. You be on fucking...
Feel me? Like to the bottom of International.
You be on Hagenberger and just walk down East 14th, East 14th and walk down fucking 55th, 60s, 70s. And
Come on, bro. And it's like, it's some nice property down there. So it's like, yeah, bam, I was walking and then it was crazy. Lil Yachty hit me up and then he texted me and then we start texting and he sent me some music. And then he was like, yeah, I was just out in Oakland at the grill, working at the studio. I'm like, oh, that's dope. And that made me want to go, work out of there too. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Like, but, just saying what I was saying with the walking, it's like just getting inspired by the Bay, like, and I can't, like, I'm still addicted to it. Like,
there's nothing like it here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm from LA, born and raised. I love LA, right?
Right.
But, bro, I want to retire here.
Okay.
It's something about the air here.
Yeah.
It's something about just the whole, like I said, when I come here every year for Christmas, because my wife's family's all out here.
Yeah.
And my family's like all separated, like my brother, everything else is doing their thing. My wife's family's real big. She's part Filipino. Wow. She's Spanish, Filipino, French, but like the Filipino side here.
Respect.
Bro, we all get up and like, it's just a different, like when I'm going through the Bay and I'm moving around.
It's a vibe, bro.
It's a fucking vibe, man. It's a different type of thing. Like, and I get emotional, bro.
Yeah,
I get emotional just driving through the marina, going through Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah.
I get emotional thinking about times at Berkeley. I pass through Berkeley. Man, I'll drive down Telegraph and I know shit is different.
Yeah.
But I'll get emotional. Solano, forget about it. You already know how I feel.
That's what I'm saying,
Pablo,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Hitting San Pablo all the way from fucking.
Talking.
Look,
you talking.
I'm driving down Solano. Okay, boom. I hit San Pablo Ave. Boom. I bust a right turn on San Pablo, right? What do I do? What I see? Liquor store. I used to get my little drink at, whoopty whoop, boom. Now I pass a light or two. Albany Bowling on the left-hand side. Then I keep going down a little bit, whoopty whoop. On the right side, El Cerrito, boom. Left side, we got Nations. We got fucking the Burger King I worked at. Then we keep going out a little bit more, boom. I hit Richmond. And it's just like, now I know, like, all right, boom. It's a vibe. I really do feel like, there's nothing like it, dog. So you ain't got to tell me no more.
I mean, but what's LA? What's the difference? Like, since you know this, what's LA like for you?
LA is okay. LA is a big melting pot where the top 1% of women, they come there because they want to be famous.
Yep.
They got everyone out there trying to be an actor, trying to be this, trying to be discovered. So the LA natives, they're like lost, not drowned, but they're just like lost in the shuffle, and they kind of just chill. And every so often they come out like, no, motherfucker, we really LA locals.
Right.
Like stop coming here claiming our city. You from fucking Tennessee.
That's crazy.
Where the fuck you from?
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
A lot of people get sucked up in the fake life. And I'll call you. Yeah, I'll call you. Never call nobody, never respond, and whatever. And it just, listen, man, everyone's fake busy. Everyone got fake love. Everyone fake homies.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Shoot,
like, I was gonna make a t-shirt. And it was like two dudes sitting at a bus bench. They was chilling right there, and they looked like they good friends. And be like, yo, and on the bottom I was gonna put fake homies.
Man,
you know, like because you never know. You know, it's just. But it's sad to say that about my city. But there's parts of it that's real. You know, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle was a real fucking LA cat. You know, and that's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Going back to when you was talking about Oakland. Sorry, my bad. Listen, Lil Yachty's my man. Miles,
shout out Yachty.
What's good, bro? I love you, man.
Yeah, love you too, man.
Lil
Love
Yachty's a good dude.
Shout out Coach K too.
Coach K is good people, man.
Yeah, good guy.
So speaking about, we're talking about intimate set and festival sets. Like everyone wants to know. I want to know what's on your rider.
Man, I definitely. It's random. It's like really random. I know I got some video games on there.
I remember someone saying they booked you for a show, right? And they had to get like some it wasn't even a fucking Nintendo DS. It was like what's the little Nintendo game thing? What's it? Game Boy?
It has to be like a game on an N64 or something.
It was some small game, and they had to get you like some kitty cat game or something on there. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, but what's on your rider though, for real?
I mean, dude, I got like fruit, video games, good vibes. I just kind of keep it like.
So you don't hit them for like the champagne and the fucking liquor.
Nah, I need the upfront. You know what I'm saying? That 50% down and then the money when we get there. Like,
what about some good trees though? You want to need some good trees, right? Some smoke.
Yeah, all that. But see, like, I'll be putting all that on the writer because, like, they might tell on you or something. So we go.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. In Cali, it's different. It's legal here. So
yeah.
All right, man. So we got another important question, man, because we're wrapping up right now. Like,
too fast, man. Too fast.
Who's your pick for the 2020 NBA Finals, man?
I would have to say the pick for the 2020 NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors. That's just blood and love. I mean, I know you laughing at me. That's scandalous. I mean, but I'm just saying, we out here. I'm from the.
They're decent and they're good, and I fuck with them. Before all the shit, I was a fan of them when Tim Hardy was playing here and Chris Mullin. But like, I'm gonna be real with you. That just.
It's not this year.
They're gonna be the playoffs, but I just don't think that yet. It ain't.
Well, next year, yeah.
I visited the new stadium today. It's fucking gorgeous.
Wow, okay.
It's beautiful. Chase Center is fucking ridiculous. It's the sickest NBA stadium in the fucking world.
Can't wait to see that, dude.
It's crazy, man.
Brand new. I wonder who designed it.
I don't even fucking know. Look, but by the way, it's gonna be a fucking shit show. Yeah. Especially if there's a Giants game going on. It's right there. Before we wrap,
traffic.
Is there the worst traffic ever? Before we wrap, is there anything you want to ask me?
Man, I mean, too much. I think so what was it like growing in LA, right? And then I heard about your Prince stories, which are very interesting. Have you met Michael?
I met Michael, yeah.
I knew you did. But so what's that like? What was that like?
All right, so I have this thing where people call me the Forrest Gump of hip hop. Did you ever watch the movie Forrest Gump?
I know about it. I didn't.
All right, so Forrest Gump is a very popular movie, pop culture, whatever. And this dude was like mentally retarded. I'm obviously not mentally retarded, but he's mentally challenged. And like something was off with him, but he happened to always be somewhere, right? Could you imagine like if someone was where Tupac got shot and then all of a sudden they was there like helping you out if you got jumped. And then all of a sudden they was there when Lil Yachty wrote a song and just like whatever, just in big parts of huge, like JF Kennedy being killed, like this and this, like he just all kinds of stuff. Forrest Gump was there. So the nickname that people gave me is the Forrest Gump of hip hop.
Yes, sir.
So one of the big stories, even though I talked about it before, is Michael. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'll say this, man. I met Michael at a coffee shop, right? At a cafe, really nice cafe in Brentwood. And the crazy part was there was this Vietnamese dude that worked at the cafe. And I asked him, I said, hey, you know who I'm with over there? You see that guy? And he goes, not Michael wasn't there yet. Right. And he goes, yeah, I know that. He goes, who is that? He goes, well, I know he's either Michael Jackson's manager or agent or something because he's always with him. I was like, okay, cool. You seen Michael here before? He goes, yeah, I see Michael here. And I'm like, I just can't mention this motherfucker being in like Rodeo Drive and like a certain restaurant and that's it, right? So he pulls up. I'm the second time I meet dude, right, in life. Yeah. I met him as a younger cat.
Yeah.
And he starts talking to me in third person. So like
that's crazy.
Ask me a question. Just ask me a question.
Yeah, like
any question. Just ask me anything.
What's your age?
Can you please tell Mr. Baller that I am 39 years old? He would look at his man to tell me.
Oh my God.
And the only reason why I put up with it was because it was Michael. I was like, bro, it's Michael. Like, bro, you a motherfucking, like, God is different. Like, you was jamming in fucking Bucharest. You know what I'm saying? Like, where concerts didn't even exist. Like, you have people jamming, like, in fuck social media. You have people jamming millions where motherfuckers didn't even know what a festival was. You had soccer fields and, you know what I'm saying? And,
man,
you know, so.
How'd you get into jewelry? How'd you get into the game?
So, my cousin is a jeweler. His dad was a jeweler, my uncle. And they had a jewelry store in the hood. And when I was in the music business, they always hit me up like, yo, bring us some clients. And I wasn't really fucking with it, but I love rocking jewelry. And then when I stopped the music business, I stopped DJing professionally. I stopped music completely. I hated the business of it. It made me hate it. And I said, you know what? I don't want this to make me hate like music in general.
Right.
That's what the business is so dirty.
Yeah, for sure.
And the crazy part is the music business back then was 10 times better than it is now.
Right.
And you got
crazy.
paid then. So anyways,
right.
going on, man, I just decided to travel. I had just broken off engagement with my girl at the time. We were going to get married and it didn't happen. And I got into a deep state of depression. So I said, you know what? This one thing that hood motherfuckers don't do, they don't travel the earth. Let me go check out how people, different cultures react, how people, different people live in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
So I traveled, man. I hit like 20 countries. I just started driving around and I said, what am I really going to do in life? When I came back, I was like, bro, I had a couple ideas. This shit ain't really popping. I went to go visit my cousin. He was like doing well. He was like in his bag. I was like, all right, wait, man. And it just made sense. So I started fucking with it. And then once I started getting better, I said, listen, I need to learn the trade. I need to learn how to the skill. And then, we took it to where we are now.
Now, last one, have you ever mined for diamonds? Like, have you ever went to the country? And like,
I've been to a few places. The only thing is, unfortunately, they're very poorly ran, and it's some slave shit.
Yeah.
So when I saw that around 2008, I was like, bruh, man, listen, there's no genetic DNA, meaning you can't find out where a diamond was mined or certain things. But I figured, let me not get myself crushed years before all this cancel culture bullshit.
Right.
Listen here, you fucking chink, you're a fucking culture vulture and blah. Like, first of all, I'm actually Korean. I'm a group. Fuck you, you're fucking this. Like, I love how motherfuckers want to get ignorant with me and call me this, that, third. You eating up like, man, bro, listen, do some research, do some studying at least about my life.
Motherfuckers sound ignorant. That's what I'm saying.
So I did some research and I said, listen. I told my cousin, I said, bro, I want to stay the fucking farthest away from Africa. I can't see this shit. I'm not fucking with them, period. I'm not fucking with it. I don't want to be around this shit. I don't want to have anything to do with it. So they mine diamonds in Israel and, have some people here and there. You just got to work with some people reputable. A lot of people are out there for the money and a lot of people are out there just because it's a job. It's two different things. You got someone who don't want to get any bigger. They comfortable with what they doing. Then you got someone like, nah, fuck this. I need this, and this. And I know there's a happy medium. I like nice things. Don't get me wrong. That's why I work and I work hard. But at a certain point, I'm not going to kill somebody. I don't want to fucking stab. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I'm not trying to end anybody else or anything else. Now, someone come at me, I'm going to retaliate, and whatever happens, happens. But I don't have the intent to go out and be malicious to somebody in a business way. That being, I don't want fucking young black kids or slaves and people going out there and getting beat up to fucking, to mine some shit and blood dimes, whatever. And I just stay the fuck away from it as much as I can. And tell you the truth, I'm just doing less and less, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's what it is.
Where did you get your attitude from? Like, where did you get your, like, how did you become the man you are today with experience and stuff? But,
man, tell you the truth is a lot of it's from my mom and a lot of it's from the streets, man.
Yes, sir.
On the streets how much you can get away with. And people was getting killed left and right. You know what I'm saying? There was a big gang that was founded in my neighborhood. They're the biggest gang in the world on the earth, in the planet, on the earth. They're the biggest in the world.
Damn,
they call it MS-13.
Yeah, I can already,
So MS-13 was founded right there. So we was bound with the motherfuckers all the time.
Right.
So you know how much you can get away with. You know how you can say something to somebody and be like, oh man, nah, man, a motherfucking mom's sick, or dad lost his job, some shit. You hit someone from East Oakland, East Palo Alto, from the Hunters Point or some shit, right? And people be like, hey man, why the fuck is you in my business like that? What do, like, why you chatting me up? Boom, they gonna fight you, right? A lot of different warning signs, different mistakes, and different temperatures and different climates. I think that's what made me who I am today. I think a lot of getting fucked up, everyone get their ass kicked, whatever, just dealing with things. Yeah. And it's experiences, man. Your best lessons are, I mean, your biggest failures are your best lessons, right? And just like, that's where I'm at, man. I'm still learning all the time, but at the same time, like, I'm at that stage where, listen, man, I'm focused on one more thing. I'm a dad and I'm a husband before any other titles, and I just want to see my kids live a good life. That's it now.
That's beautiful, bro. And I'm glad to finally meet you and be with you at this stage. It's very
likewise,
rare.
bro. Likewise.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro. Man, listen.
Appreciate you,
everyone,
man.
y'all. We wrapping up, man. That's fucking Lil B.
Swag.
The Base God.
Shout out, I ball.
30 on my dick, cause what?
I look like Ben Baller. You dig?
All right, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back with the outro.
Hunchback of BasedGod. From Berkeley to San Francisco, you feel me? I want to say thank you, BasedGod, for the beat. I know you ain't even tripping off the tags and none of that. We doing for the hit sample or nothing. I understand it. I got the hunchback from all the depression, sitting on the couch, learning some lessons. My stomach hurt, I keep on stressing. I'm the best doctor because I know me. Fuck you for laughing and smiling in my face. I won't conform to what they say. I see people leave me and walk away. I'm not about the hype or all the salt shaking. Life get harder, it be heartbreaking. I never seen death, I'm not waiting.
So yeah, I told you, motherfucking interview was fire, man, for real. Like, and I'm not disrespecting anybody who came before or who's gonna come after Lil B. I know I told you guys that, like, this is not going to be a guest based show, and it isn't. You know what I'm saying? It just I might go 17 episodes without a guest. It's just right now, so many people are offering their time, and it's like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And it's just been kind of a dope little format. And I don't know, man, that was fucking fresh. It was just dope to give Lil B a little space to speak. And it was crazy because I've never met him before, and we've talked about so much shit. Like, we've chatted before, and just I don't know, man, it's crazy, and again, Lil B, thank you, BasedGod. Appreciate you coming on the show, coming on Behind the Baller. I forgot to mention this when I was talking about, the intro for this Bay Area show, Love. And one of my favorite things to do is not eat by myself and not go see a movie by myself. Okay. But I do eat by myself a lot because my wife and me are on different schedules and things. And I just don't really give a fuck. I never cared. People are like, oh, want me to join you? No, I don't want you to join me. Like, I'm just going to eat. Like, I'm not really trying to chat and eat. Usually when I have those type of things, I just don't get to eat. I don't get to enjoy the food because motherfuckers want to talk. And believe me, when I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk, With that said, it wasn't until about a year or two ago that I started going to San Francisco, like at least once a month or very often. And I saw a movie by myself for the first time. And it was at the Metreon. And the Metreon is just fucking lit. Like, I've been to a lot of dope-ass movie theaters in LA. We're blessed to have them. There's the ones that have all the service and everything. But the Metreon is like crazy because every theater inside the Metreon, or every like actual, screening room, every theater is reserved. They're all reserved seatings. But not just that. Some of them have the full recliners. Some of them have like the couple seating. And it's just a dope-ass theater. They got a bar in there. They have a boba shop on the bottom. They got a gang of food. They let you bring the shit in. They ain't tripping. It's the city, it's like right there, south of Market. And I know the Metreon's been around forever, but it's just now with this remodel, the fucking spot is dope. So like every so often at a real random ass time without notice, I'll just run up in there, catch a movie by myself, been to a few movies up there recently. My boy Paul came with me to go see a couple movies before, my boy Alex, and just random shit. But I've seen a couple movies there by myself. And this weekend I finally got to see Good Boys. I told you I wanted to see that movie really bad. And it was like these coming of age of the, kids that are like tweens, and they just got bad fucking behavior, talking shit and this, that, and the third. And like, I was really hyped, man. The fucking preview looked so good. The reviews were pretty decent. And I went and got a chance to see this shit. And I'll be real with you. On baller scale of movies, I got to give that motherfucker maybe a 5. Like maybe parts of it hit a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm not going to do them like that on 1 to 100, but I'm at 1 to 10. I give them like a 5, 5.5, 6. it just wasn't as dope as I thought. You know what I'm saying? I won't spoil anything when you go see it. It had its moments, but it wasn't like, I think the best moments were in the fucking previews, and I hate that type of fake fucking advertising, you know? So another weekend, dope as fuck. San Francisco, you already know how much I love you. I'm in Seattle this week. We got motherfucking Jadeveon Clowney. Yo, we needed that trade. That's exactly what we needed right now. Motherfucking tighten up our defense. I just will never be LOB again, and it just was crazy. I'm just so hyped again for the fucking Seahawks season to begin. I'm so hyped that I canceled my trip to Australia, and now I'm going to go to another game because, you know, I got season charter seats. I'm going to take my pops to the Ravens game because my brother-in-law is going to be on a 6-week trip. You know, fuck you, Vince. Good for you, man. You're all of a sudden motherfucking Mr. Traveler channel. And so I'm taking my pops to go see the Ravens game. That was the only game he wanted to go see. And I asked him why, and he's like, yo, I want to see how Earl Thomas reacts, you know, to have his first game back versus against us. And I'm like, listen, fuck Earl Thomas. I know he's OG LOB, but fuck him. You know, he's not with us now. You know what I'm saying? I'm geeked. I'm super geeked. Every time I hit the Emerald City, you know, I love going that cop new Hawks gear. Like, just random shit. Like, ugly sweaters, magnets for the fucking fridge, shorts, all types of shit. I don't go as far to put them on a license plate and get wallets and things like that. I'm not getting crazy, but this is crazy for me. And also, you know, the new social media app that I'm part of, it's based in Seattle too. So shout out to Brandon and Rex. And I don't know, man. Later on this month, we'll get into how I made my first $1 million. A lot of people, I think, know, maybe they don't. How to buy the right bear bricks. A lot of people ask me all the time, what bear bricks to buy, how to buy the right ones, how to make sure you're getting the right thing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. Of course, another Forrest Gump story. But right now, I got to say goodbye. Because it's Labor Day, I got to take my kids on a bike ride. I got to go be washed. And, you know, yeah, I need some me time so I can get some content for this show. All right. So God bless. We out. Peace. Yo, Miles, hit him with one of them Lakey slappers. All right, y'all.